Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. I'm Amy Darley, and today's video is going to be a cleaning marathon with over 3 hours of cleaning motivation. Do you have lots of cleaning to do? Well, this video is going to give you all the cleaning motivation you need to get it all done, and you can even put it on and clean along with me, so that way you're not bored and you feel like you're hanging out with a friend. You'll be able to catch up on some of my most recent videos, or if you're new, you can get a feel of my channel and decide if you'd like to subscribe or not. Not only do I clean my whole house in this video, but I also share recipes, cleaning products, decorating, and lots more. I really hope you enjoy the video and that you get some things checked off of your to-do list with me today. Now let's get some cleaning done. Alright you guys, so for day one, we are tackling the entire downstairs. I'm starting in my bedroom. First things first, we gotta make the bed. We're gonna tidy up in here. We're gonna get some laundry started. And then I'm also gonna be cleaning the bathrooms and tidying up in like the main living and kitchen areas of the house for day one. Now, I'm just curious to know for all of you watching today, are you working outside of the home? Do you work from home? Or are you a stay-at-home mom? Let me know down in the comments, but no matter what you are, I know that you're busy. And I feel like we're always looking for the perfect cleaning routine or even just an everyday morning routine, evening routines that fit our schedules. So hopefully when you come to my channel, you'll get inspired and find some ideas that maybe you could apply to your routines or your cleaning schedules, or maybe just tweak some things to make it work for you. But just know we're in this together and we're all looking for ways to just kind of organize our chaos. Now, I will say this summer, my kids have been home, and so, you know, I feel like I'm really trying to figure out what works for us. I did share my morning routine, which has been really good. I shared that in my last video. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. I share kind of how we structure our mornings so we have somewhat of a routine during the summer. But since my kids are home, we're doing a lot of things together, especially during the day. So I try to take a couple of days of the week and do a lot of cleaning in a few hours. So typically, I will take one day of the week and I will try to clean the entire downstairs, and then I will take another day of the week and clean the entire upstairs. And usually this takes me a little more than an hour, maybe two at the max, but this gives me the rest of the week where I can get other things done. I can play with my kids, we can go, you know, out and do fun things together, but then I can also do a little work on the computer some throughout the week as well. And honestly, I used to do a little bit of cleaning every single day, and I would spread it out over the entire week, and I would clean literally Monday through Friday. But I'm honestly really liking just cleaning the 2 days a week. Now, of course, you have your everyday cleaning stuff that you have to do, but as far as like cleaning the entire house and getting the whole house cleaned and dusted for the week, I really like spreading it out over just 2 days instead of the whole week, because when I get cleaning, I get motivated and I kind of want to just keep going. I love having my whole house cleaned at once, so I think that that helps. So because I like it so much, I might actually try to keep this routine when the kids go back to school, just keep it to getting the whole house clean in the 2 days during the week, and that way I can focus on some other things throughout the week. But I would love to hear from you guys because you always have the best ideas. How do you do your routines? Do you have a cleaning routine, or do you just kind of wing it at each week or day by day? Let me know down in the comments.
I was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next.
Okay, so I want you guys to look at my sink right now. I'm washing the dishes, getting any dishes that need to be washed by hand done. But I want you to take a look at my sink and then let me know if you spot the difference at the end of the video. Let me know if you spot the difference with the sink. And if you do, let me know what you think.
'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for
Okay, you guys, so I need your help. Like I said, you always have the best ideas, so I'm excited to read your comments about this. So my daughter, Gracie June, is turning 10 on July 22nd, so we're getting all of the plans together for her birthday party, and she wants to do just something simple like at the pool and then have a few of the girls come spend the night. And last year she did a big sleepover party. So we kind of told her, we were like, okay, let's stick to just 3 friends for spending the night because that's plenty of girls. And then so she wanted to do the other part of her party where she has the rest of her friends come would be at the pool. So do you guys have any fun ideas for like a 10-year-old birthday theme? I've been trying to look on Pinterest and stuff, but I haven't really found anything yet. So I'm wondering if you guys have done anything fun. Also, if you have any fun like pool party games that we could play. I feel like we've done it all because my kids have summer birthdays, so we've done so many pool parties that I'm just like, I feel like we've done everything, you know? So I would love to hear if you guys have any ideas for pool party games or a theme for a 10th birthday for her. She's like really excited and we're just trying to figure it all out because our schedule is kind of crazy. So hopefully we can get it all together and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure that no matter what we do, she's going to love it because she's so easygoing, but I would love to hear your ideas. So as you can see, we have moved on to cleaning the master bathroom. And I am actually going to be cleaning my shower today. I hate cleaning the shower. It is my least favorite cleaning chore. I hate doing it. So usually Chance does it for me. He usually cleans the showers, but I'm going to actually clean them today, and I figured I would film it. So you're going to get to see a little bit of shower cleaning today. It was really not that bad. I don't know why I don't like it that much, but if I could do anything else, I would do it rather than clean the showers. Y'all let me know, what is your most dreaded cleaning task?
You were making me so sure in a heartbeat. All of my doubts disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me.
So by the way, if you have not tried these Scentivia, is that how you say it? I don't know. But the Clorox wipes yet, they smell amazing. So these in particular are in the Tahitian, I think that's how you say it, grapefruit splash scent. They smell so good. And that's one thing that I will say about me personally is I love a good smelling cleaning product, because if I'm going to take the time to clean a space, then when I walk back into that room, I want it to smell clean, you know, like just a fresh scent after I've cleaned it. So these are perfect for that, and they're also easy to use. My kids can just whip them out. Like that's one of my kids' chores, is wiping down their countertops and their sinks and stuff in their bathroom. And so it's just easy to clean with, it's quick, and it smells great. But if you're not into the scented cleaning products, then you should definitely check out the Jaws cleaning products, because they work so good, but they're really good, especially if you're sensitive to smell. Oh, and also, if you have not gotten yourself an automatic trash can yet for your bathrooms, these ones right here, I got one for every single one of our bathrooms. I started with our bathroom first, and I loved it so much that I got one for each of the bathrooms, because I love that it's just automatic. I can wave my hand over it, it opens, and then it will close automatically. And it's great for times like this when I'm cleaning the toilet and I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch the trash can. I don't have to lift anything. It's also great. Kason has the disposable contacts, so he has to literally open the container every single day with a new set of contacts, and he can just wave his hand over and throw it in and not have to like open the trash can up. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just way easier than having to bend over and touch the trash can and lift the lid and all of that. So I'll make sure to link the trash cans that I have for the bathrooms They're from Amazon. I'll make sure to link them down in my description box, along with any other cleaning products and tools that I use on a daily basis that I love and would highly recommend. Now I'm in the shower, and I am actually using the Pink Stuff shower cleaner. It works so good. It keeps your shower so nice and white. It's actually like a foam, and it really does. It doesn't really have a smell. So I know I said I love cleaning products that have a smell, but this one, it really doesn't have a smell. But I kind of like that because I know that it's working, but it's not overbearing when I'm in there in the shower trying to clean, if that makes sense. And I do have one of those long shower cleaning tools, so you don't have to bend over to clean your shower or your bathtub. But guess what? It was dead. I didn't have it charged, and so here I am using a handheld little scrubber thing, and I'm just scrubbing down my shower and bending over and everything, even though I bought this great gadget. I just forgot to put it back on the charger the last time I used it. So even though I'm not using it in this video, I do recommend it, especially if you have a bad back and you just don't like bending over or whatever. It's great for cleaning the showers and for cleaning your bathtub. All right, so I'm gonna clean down my little shower caddy, and this is also from Amazon. I used to have a couple of shower caddies from Target, but they kept falling down after we had them for a few years. So I got this one. We've now had this one for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, but it works so good. It's super sturdy, so I definitely recommend this one too. And I think that they make different size ones that are the same product, if that makes sense. They're just different sizes.
Logical, that's something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical, something that you do to me. I'm the one with the broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me.
Yay, the shower is all clean, and y'all tell me if I'm weird or if you're like this too, but I love taking showers at night on the nights that the shower has been clean during the day. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. It's kind of like sheets. Like, I get so excited about getting in the bed on the days that I've washed the sheets and we have fresh sheets on the bed. It's just the best. All right, so I'm using the same cleaner here on the bathtub and just the little scrubber to clean this down. Okay, now I'm going to just do a really quick vacuum in here and also in the bedroom. And this is the new Dyson VTech 15 that I got from QVC. It was gifted to me, and it's just so funny. I talked about this in one of my videos, but I didn't ever think I would get another Dyson, and when they reached out, I was actually really excited. Is that weird? I was really excited because I was like, you know what? I said I wasn't going to spend money on a Dyson again because our old one, which was like the Dyson V7, it was like right when I started my YouTube channel, or maybe right before I started my YouTube channel, I had purchased one and I was obsessed with it. I loved it. It was pretty much, I think it was my first cordless vacuum cleaner actually. And I loved it so much, but it died after only using it for a year, and I tried contacting the company, and for whatever reason we couldn't, you know, it didn't have a warranty or anything on it, and so they wouldn't replace it. They wouldn't replace whatever was not working on it. So I was like, you know what, I'm not using it again. I'm not gonna get another Dyson. That was way too much money. And so I have been, ever since then, trying all these different cordless vacuums. I review them here on my channel, and I have gotten I don't even know how many different cordless vacuums, but I try to make sure that I get the most affordable ones because I want to make sure that I'm sharing affordable products and not just all these pricey ones. So I will say that all of the cordless vacuums that I've had over the year, they have all been so great and the prices have been great, and every single year I feel like the vacuums just get better and better. So when they reached out for me to try this Dyson, I was actually really excited because I was like, okay, let's see. The price is like way higher on this Dyson than on my Tenco cordless vacuum. And so I was like, I'm going to see if it's actually worth it. Like, is it really that much better for that much of a price difference? And I will honestly say that I was so shocked. I was shocked when I tried this cordless vacuum out for the first time because it is so powerful. It picks up so much dust and dirt and hair out of the carpets and the rugs. I just have never had a cordless vacuum that was that powerful. And I've pretty much been saying for years that there's not going to be a cordless vacuum that's as powerful as the corded vacuums. But this vacuum definitely proved me wrong. I seriously, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it is the most powerful cordless vacuum I've ever had, and I definitely think it's worth the price. I honestly think that it's more powerful than the Eureka, the big Eureka vacuum that I have upstairs. Now, before I ranted and raved about my Shark Uplight, I still think that that one is the most powerful vacuum I've ever had, but this one is definitely a close second is what I'm going to say, and it's cordless. So that's crazy to me. Now, I know that not everybody wants to spend this kind of money, but I was just looking, and the Dyson V15 Detect that I was talking about, it's still on sale on the QVC website for $649, and it comes with several different attachments and all the things. It's more expensive to just get the vacuum by itself on Amazon or Walmart than it is with the whole like set that comes on QVC. And I know that that's a lot of money, you guys, but it is a great vacuum. But if you're more on a budget or you want a vacuum that still does a really good job as a cordless vacuum, I'm not going to say it's as powerful, but it's still a great cordless vacuum, is the Tenco that I have. And it's priced at $289 on Amazon, but then they also have a $70 coupon that you can apply right now as well. So I know that these are two different price points. Both vacuums are amazing. Obviously, I think the Dyson is way more high-tech, way more powerful. But if you're just looking for a cordless vacuum to kind of use for quick messes and not necessarily for deep cleaning your rugs and your carpets and stuff, then I definitely recommend getting the Tenco. So I'll have both of those linked down in my description box for you. Okay, we're moving on to day 2 of cleaning. So I am upstairs. We're going to do both kids' bedrooms. We're going to do the playroom. Wait till you see that. It's a complete disaster. And I'm going to start with actually taking off their bedding, or taking off Gracie June's bedding here in her room, because I finally got new bedding for her bed. Both of the kids picked out their own bedding, and we went with Pottery Barn. And these are the Betty's bedding sets that are here on their beds, and they've had them for years. They have held up amazing. I still highly recommend them, especially if you have kids and younger kids. They are perfect because your kids can make up their beds in like 2 seconds. And I really think, even though, you know, it was super easy for them, I think because my kids made their beds so much with these, they were able to see what a nice, neat bed looks like once it's made. And so now that they have their new bedding on their beds, they want it to look like that. So I do think it was great for them. Now, the reason that we ended up going with Pottery Barn was just because a bunch of you guys were suggesting it and telling me how good of quality the Pottery Barn bedding is. And so for both of the kids, we got their comforters from Pottery Barn and the pillow shams. We got all of that stuff. But then I did get their sheets off of Amazon because they were way cheaper. They had really, really good reviews. So both of the sets that I got for their sheets are from Amazon. So I'll make sure to link all this stuff in case you want to check them out. But like I said, both kids picked out their own bedding, and I think that they did a really good job, and they were such like their personalities. And they look like, you know, tween bedding now instead of the little kid bedding, which is what I feel like the beddies on their beds looked like before. Now I do want to get a new set of beddies bedding for our office. We have a day bed in there, and I really feel like a beddies bedding set would look so good on there. So I'm looking into that. Now here I'm showing you I also got new mattress protectors. The old ones that I had actually zipped all the way up around the entire mattress, so they were such a pain to pull on and off to wash. So I got new mattress protectors off of Amazon as well, and these just slip over just like a regular fitted sheet. And then these are the new sheets that I got for her bed, and look how pretty this comforter is. I love this pink. It's actually pretty similar to her Betty's bedding color, but she picked this out, so I guess she just likes pink and loves this color pink. So it also has little pom-poms on the end, which I think are so pretty. Now, one thing I will say is I did not get any of the throw pillows off of Pottery Barn, but now after the beds have been made and everything, I definitely want to get some throw pillows. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the Pottery Barn ones or try to find some that look similar on Amazon or Walmart or something, but I definitely think they need a few throw pillows to just kind of bring all of their bedding together.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute.
Okay, now we're moving into Kaysen's room, and here you can see he's got the striped Betty's bedding on his bed right now. So I'm going to pull that off. We're going to dust in here, and then we're going to put all of his new bedding on.
Figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah.
Now before I can dust or vacuum or do anything else in here, I'm picking up the little balls that are all around the room. But it's funny because I go into Kaysen's room and that's literally all I end up ever having to pick up. He might have stuff on his desk sometimes, but Gracie June plays with all the Legos and all the teeny tiny little toys still. And so I'm always finding little toys all over the floor in her room or under the bed or beside the little bookshelf that she keeps them all in. And I also vacuum up her toys quite a bit when I can't see them on the floor. So it's just funny to me how different they are. I mean, you know, Kaysen's always had very minimal amount of toys, doesn't really, you know, never really played with much. And Gracie June's been into everything.
You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love.
Okay, so these are the Amazon sheets that I got for his bed, and the reason I went with the checkered is because on the Pottery Barn website, they had a checkered set with the comforter that we picked out. And it's funny because I don't know if you saw me looking at the sheets just then, but I was so confused because there was this little pocket on the side, and I should have shown you guys a close-up of it, but I totally forgot to film that. But there's a little pocket on the side of that fitted sheet to where you could put like a remote control or a phone or something in there. And so I thought that was so funny. I have never seen that before. But like I said, these sheets had really good reviews on Amazon, but I didn't even know that it had that. So that's interesting. But y'all will have to tell me what you think of their bedding, if you think it looks good. And even if you don't go with like Pottery Barn bedding, I know that it's super nice quality and everything, but it is a little bit pricier. But from what you guys have told me, it's worth the money and they last a really long time, which is what I wanted because the Betty's has been such good quality and lasted so long. And so I wanted something similar. But even if you don't end up going with, like if you're in the market for some new bedding for your room or for your kids, then still check out the Pottery Barn website and at least you can look for some inspiration because they have a lot of like really good inspo pictures and you could probably find some sort of bedding that looks similar. Okay, moving into the playroom, and I was not lying when I said this room was a mess. So we had a sleepover, and this is the little basket that I use for our sleepover bedding. So that's our mattress, our blow-up mattress, the comforter for it. All the sheets are in that little basket that I just picked up. And There were actually several girls over at our house during this, but I really needed to vacuum, and they had gone outside for a few minutes to jump on the trampoline, and they were also playing around with some of our neighbors. And so I decided while they were out there that I was going to run inside and at least pick up really quick so I could get as much done as possible before we had to leave for cheer practice. So yes, I'm picking it all up, but just keep this in mind. I had a goal in mind that I was only going to spend 2 days cleaning my entire house, and I wanted it all done by the end of this day. And the only way to do that was to pick up the mess. Plus, this really didn't take me that long because I am literally just throwing everything in bins and baskets. I am not organizing anything since they had all the toys out and stuff. I figured they're just going to pull them back out later. And so if they need to look for something, since I picked it up, they'll just have to look through everything and find it for themselves.
Toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch. That your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe.
Okay, so now that the room is kind of tidied up, I'm going to go around and do a little dusting really quick and wipe down the glass on these bookshelves. And I'll be honest, I only do the playroom dusting every couple of weeks. Now, I do vacuum up here every single week because the kids will bring like popcorn up here and things, and I just don't want any bugs. So I do vacuum often, and the kids clean up here regularly as far as like picking up. But dusting and everything, I only do that every couple of weeks in here.
Not sure what I expected. To think you wouldn't.
So when I first walked into the playroom and was showing you around, this area was actually a lot messier. But I realized when I was cleaning that I forgot to hit the record button. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't hit the record button. And so I cleaned up most of the mess in this area without actually filming it. So sometimes that happens. But I'm just wiping this down. This is our craft area. And so me and Gracie June share a lot of the stuff over here in this area. And we're always crafting, especially Gracie June. She loves to pull anything and everything out and make something out of it. So the craft area is used frequently, and it stays pretty messy, and we have to clean up a lot in that area. So that's done. Now I'm going to do a quick vacuum, and this is the corded vacuum that I was telling you about. I do like it. However, it is huge. It's so bulky. After using like the cordless vacuums for so long, and also from having that Shark uplight for so long, I just feel like this one, when you have a lot of furniture in a space like this area, it's kind of hard to maneuver around just because it is so big, and I'm used to a lighter vacuum. It does do a good job at like the deep cleaning part. It has a really good suction and all of that, but I kind of wish that it was smaller. But I do think that if I had a little less furniture in here, it wouldn't be so bad. We ended up putting one of these pieces of furniture up here recently, and I just feel like it takes up so much space, and it's kind of hard to get around. But y'all will have to let me know if you have a Shark corded vacuum, because I would love to hear your opinions on those if you have purchased one recently, one of the newer versions with a cord. Because like I said, I really like the Dyson V15, so that's a great cordless vacuum. But I'm curious about the Shark corded vacuums since I was so obsessed with the Shark uplight. Y'all will have to tell me, do you have a new version that's lightweight and does a really good job of picking up and deep cleaning the carpets?
So reckless. I keep on pretending I know we better end it. I said it more than once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from body to body, yeah. Getting closer to just being nothing
right, so now the entire upstairs is all clean. I did not film cleaning the upstairs bathroom for this video, but it did get cleaned. And then now I have to head back downstairs because I'm not done cleaning yet. I need to still clean in the kitchen and wipe down the counters and the sink and all of that stuff. And then I need to do the floors. So I'm going to be using my Tenco iFloor 2, which is a vacuum mop combo. And we're going to get the floors cleaned down there too.
Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe.
Okay, so the kitchen has already been tidied up for the day. I didn't want to show you me tidying the kitchen twice, but it's been tidied up, and now I'm just wiping down the countertops because they needed to be wiped down. There were some crumbs on our stovetop, which wasn't too bad, so I'm just wiping it down with a multi-surface cleaner. But typically, like if our stove really needs to be cleaned and has like caked on food and stuff like that, then I will use a degreaser to clean that off. But like I said, it was just kind of crumbs and stuff, so I wiped that down with a multi-surface cleaner. And then for my wood countertop, I'm going to use the Method wood cleaner on that. But now that we're back in the kitchen, I wanted to remind you to let me know if you noticed anything different around my sink area. Let me know if you noticed it, and if you know what it is, let me know, and let me know what you think of it. Okay, last thing I need to do is the floors. So I'm just pulling out my Tenco iFloor 2. This is an older version. They do have some upgraded versions of this vacuum, which have a lot of really good features. So if you're looking for a newer version, definitely recommend those. I haven't had one myself, but if Tenco ever wants to work with me, I would gladly review a vacuum for them. Now I did get the Bissell Crosswave the other day. That was something that was also sent from QVC for me to test out and review. And I will say I love the Bissell Crosswave. I feel like it's a great vacuum, but it is corded. So a lot of you were asking me to let you know the difference. Now, so I will say the Tenco iFloor 2, I love the fact that there's not a cord. But I do love the cleaners that come with the Bissell Crosswave. I love the scents of them. They have several different cleaners. They also have several different brush rolls. So they're actually made, a few of the brush rolls are made to go on the rugs and carpets, where I go over my Tenco, or with my Tenco, I go over my rugs and stuff, even though it doesn't tell you that it's supposed to do that. So you're going to see me cleaning my rugs with this thing, even though it doesn't say in the manual that it could be used on rugs or anything. So if you decide to use it on a rug, just know that I'm not telling you that you can. I'm just telling you that I do it. And it hasn't messed up my vacuum yet. So we shall see. But the Bissell Crosswave, like I said, it has a particular brush roll that you can use for the actual rugs, and it's meant for that. So if you're trying to choose between the two, I feel like it just kind of depends on what you prefer. Do you want something that you are able to do over all the rugs and is actually made for that? Or would you rather have like a cordless vacuum mop combo? So I love both of them. I think they both do a great job. They both have great features. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Okay, the entire house is clean. It feels so good. It smells so good. I just love a clean house, especially when it's all clean at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and hanging out with me, and hopefully you got some things done, or at least you're motivated to go get a few things done today too. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and say hey down in the comments. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Amy Darley, and I am sharing lots of cleaning motivation for you in today's video. I'll be doing some everyday cleaning as well as some deep cleaning, so hopefully this gives you all the motivation that you need to tackle your to-do list today as well. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I share videos every single week, and I share cleaning motivation, organization, grocery hauls, recipes, and all kinds of homemaking content on my channel. All right, so y'all go ahead and get your to-do list ready, or grab your cup of coffee and watch while you get motivated, and let's get some cleaning done. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna do a quick introduction for all of you who are new to my channel while I tidy up my bedroom and get my bed made. So I'm Amy, a stay-at-home mom to 2 kids. Kason, my son, is 12, and my daughter Gracie June actually has a birthday this week and will be 10 on July 22nd. I'm married to my amazing husband Chance, and we've been married for 15 years, and he is in medical sales. We live in a small town right outside of Savannah, Georgia, and I was actually an elementary school teacher for 9.5 years, and then after we paid off almost $100,000 in debt, I was finally able to stay at home. We did the whole Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University for those of you that are curious on how we paid off our debt, and it was totally worth it. When I first became a stay-at-home mom, I actually ran a little Etsy shop selling t-shirts, which is another way that I was able to help contribute to paying off our debt and being able to stay at home. And we had just moved into our newly built house, and this was 6 years ago. Not long after we moved into our house, I started this YouTube channel as a hobby and a way to share DIYs, home decorating, and mom life tips and tricks. Then shortly after starting my YouTube channel, I really got into the cleaning motivation videos, and I found a passion for sharing those everyday mundane tasks that we do as busy moms. And so over the last 6 years, I have been able to connect with so many women all around the world, and I am just blown away by this amazing community that we've built here. So if you're looking for a place to connect with other women or find great tips and tricks for cleaning and all things homemaking, then you're in the right place. We use the comment section of these videos to be able to connect with each other and share all of our ideas. So just be sure to go ahead and subscribe, and then also introduce yourself down in the comment section so that way we can get to know you if you're new. All right, so I got the pre-cleaning cleaning done. So this is just something that I do. It's like my normal morning routine before I can get started on all of the other things, is I tidy up my bedroom, make my bed, get a load of laundry started, and now I'm moving on to the next part of the routine, which is tidying up around the rest of the house. So I'll start in the kitchen. I am going to clean the kitchen today. I need to do some deep cleaning in here, and then I will tidy up the rest of the house. Now, if you're ever curious about my favorite cleaning products or tools that I use, I do have them all linked on my Like to Know It, which is linked in the description box. So if you go there, there's a whole cleaning section that will show you all of my favorite products and tools. Also, if you love shopping on Amazon, I have a whole Amazon storefront too. And so anything that I can purchase from Amazon that's a cleaning tool or product that I love, I have those linked there too. But I also have all kinds of other things linked on both Like to Know It and Amazon, from clothes to kid products to everyday home items, all the things. Pretty much everything that I love and buy and want to share with you guys will be linked on those 2 places.
I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do anything.
Okay, so we are gonna clean the stovetop really quick, and first I'm just vacuuming the top of it off, getting all the crumbs and things off of there. And then I'm gonna be using the Jaws kitchen cleaner to clean this today. I do love this product. However, on my stovetop, if I have a lot of stuff caked on, I really love the Method degreaser, but I was out of the Method degreaser, so I'm using this today. It does do a good job, but I do think the Method degreaser just kind of breaks up the gunk and everything on your stovetop a lot easier. And I just use a wet sponge and scrub, 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 and then I will wipe it all up with a microfiber cloth.
I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side.
And now that all of that is wiped up, I'm just going to spray it down with this spray away glass cleaner. And this is the foaming one. I like the one in the can better, but this one works great too.
Won't be enough if you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
Okay, so as I continue cleaning here in the kitchen, I was going to tell you guys thank you for all your help and all of your suggestions for a birthday party theme for my daughter. You guys had such cute ideas, and if you need a good birthday party theme idea, y'all go check out the comments in my last video. There are so many cute ones, and one of my favorites was the Barbie themed one. But we did end up going, I talked to Gracie June about it, and we ended up going with Peace Out Double Digits because she's turning 10. So I got her a really cute shirt off of Etsy. It shipped so fast too. And then I got some other stuff that I ordered on Temu. And so we'll be doing that. We're not going to go crazy. I did buy like a little kit that comes with a balloon arch and all of that stuff to put together. I'm trying to decide if I want to use it at our house or at the pool, because we're going to start with the pool party and then a few of the girls are going to come back and spend the night. So yeah, thank you for all of your suggestions. I saw that one several times and I thought it was really, really cute. And Gracie June's all into that groovy theme kind of stuff right now. But her birthday party is going to be this week, and I will try to film some of it and show you guys how it all turns out. I'll probably share in Instagram stories and Facebook stories as well, but it will for sure be in a video in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if it'll be in next week's video or the one after that, but I'll definitely show you guys how the party and the decorations and everything turn out, because I think it's going to be so cute.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you.
All right, you guys, so I'm curious, when do your kids start back school? Mine only have a few weeks of summer left. They actually start back on August 11th. So, and mine actually go to private school. So we did go, and I had to go get a few new pairs of shorts for Kason, for his uniform shorts. And then Gracie June got a couple new shirts. But other than that, we didn't have to get a whole lot of stuff this year. We still need to go school supply shopping, and I really want to do that this week because I feel like I always wait too late and everything gets picked over. So I kind of want to go ahead and go this week and get all of that stuff taken care of so we can just enjoy the last few weeks of summer and really do a lot of stuff outside or go to a couple of places and have a lot of fun before they have to go back to school. But every year I do a back to school video, and I can't believe it's already almost time for me to do another back to school video. I feel like we were just doing one not too long ago. This year has flown by so fast. So I will be doing the back to school video. Y'all will have to let me know if you enjoy seeing those. But basically I'll share all of the back to school supplies and the labeling. And like I said, my kids do uniforms, so I don't really have to get them any new clothes or anything for that. But I will share all the things that we do to prep for back to school and our back to school routine and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited about that. I am not excited about my kids going back to school yet because I feel like this summer has flown by, but I think, you know, they thrive on being in a routine. We do have some sort of routine during the summer, but it's definitely not nearly as, you know, structured as the school year. But they're going to be excited. They have some new friends that are going to their school this year, or old friends that are going to be going to their school for the first time this year. So that'll be fun. But anyways, we've got lots of stuff to do before they go back.
Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day.
Okay, I'm going to clean out our refrigerator and it is just packed full, you guys. So we've got a lot of leftovers in here from 4th of July and also just that week, not necessarily the 4th of July, but that week. And so I'm going to go through and pull everything out. It was kind of gross. I was surprised there wasn't like a bunch of food caked on all over on the inside of our refrigerator, but it really didn't look too bad. But the food in the containers was definitely gross and needed to be thrown out. So I'm going to clean this out really quick, and then I'm going to show you guys a grocery haul in just a little bit from Walmart.
World on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile. What is it that you do? Till you added colors, like the moon is the snow. We don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you.
Okay, now that the fridge is all cleaned out, I actually went through off camera and threw away all of those leftovers that had been sitting in our fridge for a while and anything else that needed to be thrown away that was expired or whatever. And now I'm just putting all of the stuff back into our refrigerator and organizing it. And even though I went grocery shopping, I feel like my fridge looks so empty. But we do have a lot of stuff in our outdoor freezer and a few meals out there as well. So we got a stand-up freezer last summer, or was it last summer? I don't know. Not too long ago. And it was the best decision ever. I love the stand-up freezer. We used to have a box freezer and we just could never see everything at one time, and we were always having to pull other stuff out to get to the things on the bottom. So with the stand-up freezer, I feel like we have done such a good job about getting meals or making meals and freezing them. And it just makes it so much easier throughout the week whenever we want to, like if I decide I don't feel like cooking something that we had on the meal plan for that night, then I can just go pull something out of the freezer that we already have made, and we're not just constantly eating out just because I don't feel like cooking, if that makes sense. So anyways, I highly recommend a stand-up freezer if you can have one.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
All right, the fridge is all nice and clean and organized. So now I'm going to wash these dirty dishes. And you guys, I had this pasta. It was a street corn pasta that I made. I completely forgot that I filmed it. But I will share it as a YouTube Shorts video because I did share it for I filmed it for Instagram Reels. But I will definitely share it here on YouTube too as a Shorts video in case you want that recipe. It was so good. I'd never made it before, but it was delicious. So we took that for 4th of July and we ate on that for a few days. It was so good. But I am just washing these dirty dishes really quick. And then the kitchen, all the stuff from the refrigerator will be all cleaned up.
We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. So come on now, let's be free. Just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do.
Okay, so speaking of freezer meals earlier, I am curious, what are some of your favorite freezer meals, if you have any? I would love for you to share them down in the comments and also links if you can. Some of our family favorite meals are chicken broccoli rice casserole, spaghetti, enchiladas. I feel like those are the things that we tend, poppy seed chicken. So those are some of the things that we tend to make a lot for freezer meals, but I would love any new meals to try if you guys have any suggestions.
Do what you like, do what you like to do. Do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Ain't no one stopping you. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am, and I would like you just.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You playing with that? Are you playing with that? Why don't you go ahead and sweep the floor for me, Ozzy? You gonna sweep the floor? You gonna sweep the floor? So that was our cat, Ozzy. We actually have 3 cats. And funny story, I am not a cat person at all. But 2 Octobers ago, my daughter, who is obsessed with cats, begged and begged and begged us to get these kittens, which were from my in-laws' cat. And so we finally agreed we would get one cat, and then they were like, well, the cat needs someone to play with when we're at school. And I'm like, okay. So we got this, we were going to get 2 cats, but then there were only 3. So when we went to take the 2 cats, I felt so bad because we were going to leave one cat by itself and it wasn't going to have like another baby to play with. So we ended up with all 3 cats. And we ended up naming them all after the Braves players. So we have Ozzie, Riley, and Freddie. Freddie Freeman is not with the Braves anymore, but he was with them at that time. But we named them all before we ever took them to the vet and before we knew that they were all girls. So they were all girls. We tried to change their names after that, but we just couldn't call them anything else. So they got stuck with these names, Ozzie, Riley, and Freddie. Now, I'm still more of a dog person, but I will say the cats have grown on me. They are indoor, outdoor, and so every single morning we go open the door, they come running in, and they get all the loving, and then they take naps inside, but then they go back outside. Like all their food is in the garage, and they go outside to use the bathroom, all of that kind of stuff. But I just think it's so funny because I always told my kids that we would never have cats, that they could get cats whenever they moved out when they were older, and that would be when they could have their cats. But they wouldn't have them under my roof. But now look at where we're at, and we have 3 cats. Okay, so as you can see, we had a lot of laundry to catch up on. I'm actually folding 2 loads of laundry here, and then I'm going to fold another load of laundry a little bit later in the video, but I am always behind on laundry, and I feel like I can never catch up.
Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything.
All right, we just got back from Walmart. Let me give you guys a really quick grocery haul. We've got some chips. We have kids over all the time, so we like to have lots of these on hand. We've got some Tostitos we're gonna do some chicken nachos one night. So we've got Tostitos, we've got chicken that's already cooked. This is the best chicken from Walmart. And then I also got some jalapenos and some queso to go on top. More popcorn, more chips, these Pringles, taco shells for tacos one night this week. And the chicken nachos are gonna be a lunch later this week, but the tacos are gonna be for dinner. Then we've got some spaghetti noodles for spaghetti. We got a few different Lunchables. These are basically snacks for the kids because they don't usually eat these for lunch, but they'll eat them as snacks. Some more milk, grape jelly because we were out, Pop-Tarts. We've got some chicken nuggets, pizza bagel bites. Kaysen tried ramen noodles the other day, the chicken flavor, and loved them, so I got those. We've also got these little fig bars, which are great for breakfast. Always got to have the cosmic brownies on hand. A couple things of bread for turkey sandwiches, which we already have like all of our turkey meats and things like that in the fridge. Cheez-Its, and then we've got a couple things of ground beef for tacos and spaghetti. Alright, so those are all the groceries that we needed for this week. We do have like some fruit and things like that in the fridge, but this is all we needed from Walmart. Okay, so now we're moving into the living room. I'm going to tidy up in here really quick. The kids were actually upstairs working on their rooms and cleaning the playroom while I was downstairs doing all of this. And then after I tidy up in here, I actually have a bunch of boxes at the front door, so I'm going to pull out the stuff from the boxes and take the boxes out to the garage so that way Chance can break those boxes down for me and we can put them in the recycling, since that will come the next day, and we'll get the rest of the house tidy up. Okay, so because of the cats, I do have to vacuum my couches a whole lot more. And it's funny because when I first got these couches, the cats wanted nothing to do with them. Like, they used to sleep on our old couches all the time. But when we first got these couches, they were like, I don't know if they just didn't think they were comfortable or what, but they never got on the couches until recently. So now they're on these couches, and these are white. Our old couches were like a tan color, so the hair didn't show up as bad. But now that we have white couches, everything shows up on these, so I'm constantly vacuuming my couches and pillows and all the things. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then I'll be done here in the living room.
We shouldn't care about anyone who brings us down. Doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like, do what you like to do, do what you like, do what you like, do what you like to do. Wide awake is the way that you left me.
All right, it is actually a little bit later in the day. I took a break from cleaning to take the kids to the pool. We got back, and now I'm gonna finish up some cleaning. So first I'm getting this load of laundry folded, and then we will get to those packages at the front door.
In the backseat, wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me.
All right, so let's take care of some of these packages. I have a few things from Amazon, Walmart. I also have Saint, which is my makeup that I use and talk about all the time. And yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to just kind of go through. But I'm curious, do you guys prefer shopping online or in stores? I am definitely more of an online shopper now, and I think it's because every time I go in store, I can never really find what I want. Unless it's like Walmart, I can find what I want at Walmart. But like if I go to the outlets and I shop at the stores that I used to shop at before 2020, I can never find anything, especially if I'm shopping for the kids. Now, I do kind of prefer taking the kids with me and going shopping in store. But like I said, I could never find anything now. There's never anything really in their sizes. And so it's just easier for me to shop online because I know what size they are, and I just hope that the stuff will fit, because that's another thing is I guess sometimes you get things in and kid sizes can be very different. But I do prefer shopping online, and I guess in a way it does kind of help me save money though, because I can see exactly how much money I'm spending in my cart before I check out, and it does make me kind of think about my purchase a little bit longer. And sometimes I'll even like put something in my cart, especially on Amazon. I'll put something in my cart and wait a few days, and then a lot of times I'll be like, I don't need that anymore. And I'll just delete it out of my cart. Or I'll be like, okay, I really need this now, so I'll go ahead and check out. But definitely more of an online shopper, but I'm curious what you guys like to do. Okay, and now as you can see, I'm doing a quick vacuum, and obviously I really needed to vacuum with all those crumbs on the floor earlier. You saw when my cat Ozzy was laying on the floor, like there were crumbs everywhere, but if you're just seeing it from like this angle, it's so hard to tell. But when I get close up, you can definitely see there are crumbs everywhere, and my floor really needed to be vacuumed. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then that'll be all for the first day of cleaning. But the next day of cleaning, I'm going to be cleaning in the laundry room. I planned on cleaning that in this day too, but I just ran out of time. I didn't have time to do it all. So we're going to get the laundry room cleaned up. It's a huge mess, and it's going to feel so good to have it done. Okay, so we've got the downstairs tidied up. I'm gonna go to bed and then get back up and start cleaning the next morning. Now, I am curious, do you guys prefer cleaning at night? I know a lot of people love cleaning at night, like after their kids go to bed, or do you prefer cleaning during the day? I always find that I have more energy in the morning, and I never feel like cleaning in the evenings, but I guess I am home, you know, a stay-at-home mom, so I am able to clean during the day and get that done in the morning. But I'm just curious, do you guys prefer cleaning at night or during the day? Okay, so I got this little dryer lint attachment thing off of Amazon, and so I'm using it for the first time here to clean out all of the lint in our dryer, and it worked really, really good. So first it comes with this long piece that you just stick down in there, and it pulls out a bunch of the lint, but when I took the other attachment and hooked it up to my vacuum, I was so shocked at how much lint was stuck like on the bottom that I could not get to. It was kind of crazy. So I definitely recommend this little tool for cleaning out your lint in your dryer. Look at all that lint that was in there. This thing was empty before I vacuumed all of that lint out, and it is slap full. So I was shocked at how much was in there that I didn't realize. Okay, so now I need to clean up this little area here in the laundry room. So I'm going to put this attachment up in the cabinets, and then I have some stuff from 4th of July that just needs to be put away. And then all of these clothes that are sitting in the sink are actually clean. They came out of the dryer. We just threw them in the sink really quick so that we could put the clothes that were in the washing machine into the dryer. But I'm going to fold those up really quick and put them away.
Clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late, I'm out of time. Okay, yay, just putting those things away actually made the laundry room look so much better.
These are the Gain pods that I use, and I get them from Sam's Club, and so I'm just refilling our little pod holder right here, a little jar of pods, and then I can throw this box away. And then I'm going to wipe down the counter and also wipe down the washing machine and the dryer, do some vacuuming, and then this laundry room will be so much better. And I'll have one more thing checked off of my to-do list, which is going to feel great.
Thinking of you, my heart keeps on bleeding. I have scars, the ones that healing. They're all there because of you. It's my fault, I messed it up, and I should have treated you much better, so much better. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, I know it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. Tick-tock, the clock keeps.
And just when that laundry basket was getting low, I had to go pick up all of the towels and bathing suits and everything and bring in some more laundry that needs to be done. But take a look at our laundry room. It looks so much better than before. It feels good to have this done, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and hopefully now you're motivated to go tackle some things on your to-do list. Hey y'all, today I'm sharing a full day of realistic cleaning as I get my house back in order. I've got lots of tidying to do, laundry, and just everyday cleaning, so I hope you're ready to get motivated. Come hang out with me as I share my daily cleaning routine. Alright, so the first thing I'm showing you is our real life mess. You can see we've just got clothes everywhere, shoes everywhere, towels. We've been going to the pool a lot, and lots of laundry to fold, and we just have a huge mess. And we were actually having friends over, so I needed to get this tidied up as quick as possible. So today I actually started a new book on Audible. It's called Survive the Night, and it was actually recommended to me, and it is so good so far. I'm about halfway through now. I started it on this day and literally listened to it the entire day while I was cleaning. It is so good. I'm so into it. So if you're into suspense books, then definitely check this one out, and I will let you know my full review after I've listened to the whole thing. So the first thing I do every single morning is make my bed. Now, I have not tidied my bedroom in a few days, which you can tell, but I am tidying the bedroom this morning and then making my bed and putting all the other things away. This is just a couple of baskets of laundry that were already folded but needed to be taken upstairs and put away. And then here in my bathroom, I'm just picking up all of our bathing suits and towels. This is what we do when we get back from the pool, is we just throw them over the bathtub to air dry, so that way they're not sitting in a wet pile in a hamper somewhere or on a floor or whatever. So now I'm going to go ahead and get a load of laundry started, and I'm going to be washing lots of towels. I feel like we have been washing so many towels over the summer. Y'all will have to let me know if it's the same way at your house. But I definitely feel like there's more laundry during the summer than any other time of the year. And I think it's because, one, we go through lots of towels and bathing suits from going to the pool and the beach a lot. But also the kids will still have sports and stuff. And so they end up going through a couple of outfits during the day just from like getting hot and sweaty at sports and then coming home and changing, or maybe going to the pool and then coming back and they'll put a different outfit on when they get back. So lots more laundry than the normal school year. Alright, so the next thing I'm doing is going ahead and dusting here in the bedroom. And I don't do this every single day. This is a once a week task, but I am going to go ahead and clean my bedroom and also my master bathroom. I've been kind of putting those together, those two tasks together, just because it's basically like one space. Like if my bedroom is clean, then I want to go ahead and clean that bathroom too, so they're both clean. And I've been loving using these little Swiffer dusters lately instead of using a microfiber cloth and spray everywhere I go. I used to use like a Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray every single time I dusted, but now I use these a lot more often, and every now and then I will use the multi-surface spray, especially if I have something that, you know, has spilled on like the dresser or wherever, then I will use a spray and a microfiber cloth to clean it up. But now lately, just for dusting, I've just been using these little Swiffers, and it's a lot faster, and I don't feel like you always have to have a cleaning product as far as like a wet cleaning product every single time you dust. And I think the main reason that I used to use a multi-surface spray all the time is because whenever I'm cleaning, I really want to have that clean smell when I'm done. But they make these Swiffers now that have like the Febreze Swiffer combo, and so they actually are scented. They smell so good. They have a few different scents, but definitely look into those. And then now I'm just on my glass, on all my glass and all my windows, I use the Sprayway glass cleaner. It is my all-time favorite glass cleaner. It works so well, and honestly, because the foam is so thick, it's so satisfying to clean windows and mirrors and things because you get to actually watch it come off. I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about cleaning with the Sprayway glass cleaner. Alright, now we're moving into the master bathroom, and we're going to clean in here, and you'll notice I brought my cleaning caddy with me. If you don't have a cleaning caddy, I highly suggest using one because it just makes it so much easier when you're cleaning from room to room and you're bringing those same cleaning products with you everywhere. I do have some cleaning products that I keep in all the bathrooms, like wipes, like Clorox wipes, and a few other like disinfectant cleaners, but that's because I use the cleaning wipes pretty much every single day on the countertops and in the sinks and also on the toilet. So some of those things I like to just have in each bathroom because it makes it easy, but whenever I'm cleaning like all around the house and I'm doing some dusting and all that kind of thing, I love having my cleaning caddy, so it just makes it easy to carry those products around with me.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now.
So in this cabinet here is where I keep some of our bathroom cleaning products, and we have these scented Clorox wipes. They smell so good. I think this is the grapefruit scent, and I just love the way that these smell, and I feel like because of the smell, it makes me want to wipe my counters down more often. So definitely recommend trying these out.
Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna love
So throughout my videos, I talk a lot about my favorite cleaning products, my favorite tools, and hopefully you find that helpful. And if you are ever looking for anything that I talk about, if you're looking for links, I do have all of these things linked in my description box, but I also have my Like to Know It shop and my Amazon storefront linked down there too. And I link all the things. So I link cleaning products, I link cleaning tools, outfits, any kind of home decor or anything that you would find in my house. Just everything that I have purchased that I would give a good review for, I link all that stuff there, so that way it's easy for you to find. And I know a lot of you have bought several things based off of my recommendations, and hopefully you've fallen in love with those items as much as I have, because if I talk about it, that means I love it. So hopefully you guys have found some great things from my channel. But if you have, I would love to know, what are your favorite finds that I have shared in the past? Oh, this little trash can right here, it's a must-have. I have one in every single bathroom. I bought one to start with, and we used it in this bathroom first, and it's off of Amazon. And then I loved it so much that I went ahead and bought 2 more for our other 2 bathrooms, and it's so great. It's you can see it has like a sensor, so it automatically opens, and it's just one of those things that I came across and now I don't think I could live without. But anyways, if you have ever purchased anything from my recommendation that you absolutely love and you could not live without, let me know what it is down in the comments, so that way we can all see the things that you love as well. Okay, this is another product that I always talk about, and it's my Clorox toilet bowl wand. I am still using this. I still love it. It makes cleaning the toilet so easy. I don't have to worry about putting another product in here and like a scrub brush that just sits out. I just keep the little wand there. You get rid of the attachment that goes on, the cleaning attachment that goes on the end when you're done, and that's it. Super quick, super easy, and it smells great. The last thing I'm going to do in here is vacuum really quick, and I am using a newer vacuum. It is my Dyson V15 Detect vacuum, and it is a little bit pricier. I have not had a Dyson in so many years, and I honestly never thought I would get another one because I was very upset when my old one died and I had paid so much money for it. But holy moly, Dysons have come a long way since I have had one. And this is a cordless vacuum. It is the most powerful cordless vacuum I've ever had before, and I absolutely love it. It works so great, and it also has that anti-tangle brush roll, which is great if you have pets or if you have long hair like me. So if you're looking for a great cordless vacuum that you can use on rugs, you can use on hardwood floors all over your house, this is a great one. I highly recommend it, but it is a little bit pricier. The other cordless vacuum I recommend if you are on a budget is the Tenco. I actually have that one. I can't remember the exact price, but it is definitely hundreds of dollars cheaper than this vacuum, but it still works really good. It also has an anti-tangle brush roll, which is a feature that's a must-have for me in a vacuum. But the Tenco is not nearly as powerful as this Dyson is, but for a cordless vacuum, it's still such a great vacuum. If you have a corded vacuum already and you just want like a cordless vacuum for that everyday vacuuming, and you could use your cordless or your corded vacuum for the deep cleaning, then I do definitely recommend getting the Tenco and saving a little bit of money. But if you're looking for a vacuum, a cordless vacuum that you want to do everything and you want it to really pick up a lot of stuff, then I definitely recommend this Dyson. Alright, we've got the bedroom clean and the bathroom clean, and now it's time to move into the kitchen and living room area.
I wanna love out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder.
Alright, you can see we just have mess everywhere. We have obviously just been throwing our stuff down as we come in the door, not putting anything away. But I am starting with tidying up first, and if you're wondering why I'm always pulling this little chair back, it's because my kids play indoor handball, and so they'll move that little chair over to the corner, and that is considered third base. And yes, I let them do that, and that's why the vase was on the floor as well, is because they put the vase down to make sure that they're not knocking anything over. They'll actually lay the picture frames flat, like all the things, whenever they're playing indoor handball. And it's so funny because anytime my friends come over and the kids are in there playing, they always think I'm so crazy to let them do that in the house. But if y'all don't know, we live in Georgia and it is 100 degrees outside. And so I love the fact that they can come in and do that and still be active and have fun and, you know, not be passing out from heat exhaustion. But it's funny, they do have lots of rules and they actually follow the rules, and it's great. So like, they have to walk, and so if anybody runs, then they're out. And so it's just funny because they have so much fun playing that game in the house. And a bunch of Kaysen's friends, my son is 12, and a bunch of his friends will come over and they automatically know they're going to be playing handball at some point, and they just all think it's so funny that I don't care that they're doing that in the house. But I love it.
We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our mind. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper.
So this past week was so busy for us. We actually had Gracie June's birthday, so we had a party for her. Then we had a birthday party for a friend the next day. And then the following day after that, Gracie June had a cheer sleepover at her school. And then that weekend, we ended up having a baseball tournament for 2 days. So it has just been super crazy busy around here, and now we're gearing up for back to school. And so the kids have both had sports practices every single day of the week. So we're doing a lot of driving and back and forth, but we're also still trying to get in all of those fun summer activities before school starts back. So I feel like I have been a little behind in the cleaning and even the cooking. I've been cooking like super easy meals that don't take long, and then we'll have leftovers the next night, which I guess that's typically how I do it anyways, even during the school year. But I feel like we have been eating a lot of the same things over and over again because I just have no brain power to plan anything else. It's just been, you know, just so busy. But I love this stage of life. I love like getting to watch my kids flourish in every single activity that they do. And I know that like we're constantly in the car driving everywhere, but it also is a time where we get to talk and just connect with each other. So I look at that as a blessing, is the fact that, you know, we are in the car together so much and we are able to talk about things, whether it's, you know, the kids' interests or what happened at practice today or what happened at this camp or whatever. So I love it. I love this stage of life, and I know that I'm going to miss it so much when it's gone.
I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder.
You know, I'm always so shocked at how quickly your house can look clean just by putting away the clutter and putting things where they actually belong. And so here you can see this honestly didn't take me too long to do, and my house already looks so much more put together. Also, does anybody spy the sleeping kitty in the basket? That's Riley, and she absolutely loves sleeping in that little basket right there. I feel like every time she comes in here, she runs around and plays for a few minutes with Ozzy, and then she ends up in that basket and taking a nap. And I realize I talk about them like you guys have watched all of my videos, but I know that some of you are probably new here. But if you didn't know, we have 3 cats, and that's Riley. We have a black cat named Ozzy, and then we also have another cat that looks kind of like Riley, and her name is Freddie. and they're all indoor-outdoor cats, so they just come in and basically nap during the day and play around, and then they go outside the rest of the time. And Freddie is our one that doesn't really like to be inside. She comes in the mornings every now and then, or if she thinks she's gonna get like a little treat. But other than that, she likes to stay outside. But the other two, they love coming in and playing around and napping. But I would love to know if you guys have any pets and what kind of pets you have.
It isn't hard to tell what you were thinking.
Now that we have the breakfast table wiped down, I'm going to actually wipe down all the countertops too. And I'm just using the Grove Co. multi-surface cleaner to wipe down my granite countertops, and I also used it on the breakfast area. And then for my wood countertop, I will use the Method wood cleaner.
Your thoughts are only getting louder. While you are up in space, I sit here by myself. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your fingertips, so I know what you'll say. Baby, don't bother, you know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now.
So I know I was talking about it almost being back to school time, and we have already ordered all of our school supplies. I actually did it different this year. My kids have very basic school supplies, and so I just ended up ordering them on Walmart and having them delivered to my house. And then my kids actually had some school supplies left over from last year that we were able to use, which is nice. But then a few of the things I am going to take the kids to the store and let them pick out. Gracie June always loves to pick out a different pencil pouch, or you know, just the cutesy stuff. So I'm going to let her do that. And then I don't know if Kason will want anything special or not, but we'll see. But we're set on school supplies. We're set on back to school clothes. My kids both are in private school, so they wear uniforms, and they only needed a few new things this year. Pretty much the rest of the stuff still fit them. So that's nice. And I guess once their school supplies get in, we'll just label those, and I think we'll be pretty much ready. Now, I do like to do little back to school gifts for the teachers, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do this year. Kason has like 8 different teachers, I think, maybe more than that. I'm going to have to look at his schedule, but he has a lot of teachers. And then Gracie June this year will have 4 different teachers. She will actually switch classes. She's going into 5th grade. Kason is going into 7th. And so I'm trying to figure out something cute that doesn't break the bank for the teachers for a back to school gift. So if you guys have any ideas, or if you've seen anything on Pinterest, let me know. I need to get this stuff together fast, because you guys know I love to share this in our back to school prep video that I do every year. That's one of my favorite videos to make every single year. So I'll definitely be sharing whatever I come up with in that video, which I think will be super helpful, because I know a lot of you are probably in the same boat with having either lots of kids and having to have lots of teachers because of that reason, or your kids have several different teachers to buy for. So I know that back to school gifts are not even a necessity. I just like to do it because it's so much fun. But I feel like it just starts the year off great and lets the teacher know how much I appreciate them before the year even gets started. So here I was just cleaning out my sink, and if you guys didn't catch this a few videos ago, the faucet that we have is actually new, and it's one of those touch faucets. So every time you touch it, if the handle is open obviously, then your faucet will turn on. And it's so funny because every time I go into like our laundry room and I start using that faucet, I always start tapping it like it's supposed to just turn on. And I've also done it at other friends' houses. I'll just tap the faucet like it's just supposed to turn on. I don't know, but I love it. Also, last week, if you didn't see last week's video, I did a Temu haul in that video, and this is one of the things that I found on Temu, and it just basically holds my Scrub Mommy sponge, and I love it so much. It just makes it easy to keep the sponge in the sink, but it's not like just sitting in the sink, if that makes sense. So I love this little tool. But also, if you did not see last week's video, it was a little bit different. I did more of like a day in the life type video where I took you along for the entire day. I ran errands, I cleaned out my car. I did a Temu haul in there, and then I also did birthday party prep for my daughter's birthday party, and it turned out really cute. All the stuff that I got for the birthday party was from Temu as well. So if you watched that video, you'll have to let me know if you like that style of video, if you like seeing all the other things going on in my day and not just the cleaning stuff. But on the other hand, I would love to hear if you prefer just the cleaning. Are you here just for cleaning and you just want cleaning tips and hacks and all those kind of things? Or are you here for other things too? Like, do you want to see the cooking? Do you want to see like the daily schedule, the routines, all of that kind of stuff? Because that really helps me if you let me know, so that way I can plan for those future videos.
We used to talk about getting older. We said we hold on, but now it's over. It can't be over. Over.
All right, on to laundry basket number 2. We've got lots of clothes in this one. I always love folding the towels because I feel like it's super fast and easy. But then when it comes to clothes, it takes so much longer. Now, as I'm folding this laundry, I am still listening to my audiobook. There have been a few breaks between cleaning. I did have to run to the store at one point. I had to go pick up Gracie June from cheer practice at one point. And then I got right back to cleaning as soon as I got back home. But this book is so good, and it's funny because whenever I find a good book that I'm listening to, then it makes it worth it for me to clean, because I'm like, oh, I get to listen to my book while I'm going around and cleaning my house. You know, I'm getting to do something that I enjoy, which is listening to the book, but I'm being productive at the same time. So y'all will have to let me know if you're this way too, and if you like to listen to audiobooks, or if you prefer music when you're cleaning. What are you into? And if you do listen to audiobooks, I'd love to hear like what genre, if you have any favorite book recommendations. I am on Goodreads, but I don't get on there and update it as much as I should. I always forget about it. And so I need to get on there because I have a ton of books I could add reviews on there for, but I just haven't done it recently. But if I'm not listening to a good book, then whenever I'm folding laundry, I will use that time to watch like a TV show or something. And recently, I have not watched any TV shows. I know Big Brother comes back on, I think this week actually. So that might be a TV show that I'm going to have to watch for a little while. But if you have any TV shows that you've watched, any series that you've watched recently that you are into, let me know, because like I said, I have not watched any shows or anything in such a long time, and I really miss it. I miss like that time of just like zoning out and watching a show. I don't ever feel like I can binge anything, but I will get stuck on a show and it'll take me like months to finish it. But it is so much fun to have something that is just, it takes you away from like your busy schedule, and it just lets you relax and not think about anything. So definitely let me know if you have any good TV show recommendations.
I don't know what you did, but it's alright with me. It doesn't matter any longer. I will forgive your flaws if you're forgiving mine. Are you gonna spill the truth or waste your life away? Sitting on your
Okay, we are in the home stretch, and the last thing I'm going to do for today, because I am all out of time for cleaning today, is I'm going to run my Tenco iFloor 2, and this is a vacuum and a mop. There are some updated versions of this vacuum which I feel like probably have even better features, and I would love to test one out sometime soon just to see how it compares to the Tenco iFloor 2, because I know that they have the original Tenco iFloor vacuum for like $99 at Walmart, and For some reason the other day it popped up and I thought it was the iFloor 2, so I went and shared it and was like, oh my gosh, my vacuum is on sale for 99 bucks. But it ended up being just the original iFloor, and then I have the iFloor 2. So I'm not sure what the difference is between those two vacuums, but I will say I love my iFloor 2. I've had it for like a year and a half now, maybe even longer than that, and it has worked great. I do use mine on my area rugs, but it does not say to do that. So if you use yours on your area rugs, just be sure to really clean that brush roll and clean all those parts good, because you know there's probably a lot more hair in your area rugs, things like that. But I do use mine on there, even though it does not say in the manual that you can do that. Now, if you guys want me to test out a new wet dry vacuum, which one would you want me to test out? I know that there's so many different brands. I feel like they're probably all very similar, and depending on like how new the vacuum is, the features will probably be similar too. You know what I mean? So I know that there's Roborock, there's Tenco, there's Bissell, so there's all these different brands, and they have these wet dry vacuum mops, and I do think that no matter what you get, it's gonna save you so much time because you vacuum and mop at the same time. And so I think it's totally worth it, even if you started with a small, you know, like an older version like the original iFloor. I think it's still gonna save you so much time. You just have to take care of it, and you have to make sure that you're cleaning those parts, because that's what is gonna keep your vacuum lasting, is cleaning those parts and making sure that you are taking care of it. So you're gonna see whenever I get done, I actually take out all the little pieces and that go with the like dirty tank, and I take those apart and I will put them in Dawn dish soap, like soapy water, hot soapy water, and let them soak in there. And then later in the day, or possibly even the next morning, sometimes I forget about it and let it soak overnight, and then I will pull it out and just rinse them off and let them dry on a drying mat. And then at least once a week I will actually take the brush roll out and I will clean that out in Dawn dish soap too. So definitely do that at least once a week, but I clean the other parts every single time I use this vacuum.
So I know what you'll say, baby, don't bother. You know it hurts anyway. Don't bother, as long as you don't say that it's over now, that it's over. We used to talk about getting older. We said we hoped on, but now it's over. It can't be over.
And here's the dirty water. I was told a while back that if you pour this down your drain, like with the hair and everything in it, it could definitely clog up your pipes. So I don't do that anymore. I don't flush it down my toilet anymore. I just pour it out here and it works out great. So you can see it was pretty gross, and all I did was the downstairs. So now I'm just gonna set this stuff here in this hot soapy water and let it sit, and then I'll come back to it later and just clean these little parts out and let it dry. Alright you guys, so my entire downstairs is now clean. We're not even going to talk about the upstairs because I did not get to that today, but it is probably a mess and we will deal with that later. Luckily, my friends will mainly be downstairs, so I'm just going to light a candle and pretend that upstairs doesn't exist right now. And when the kids all come over, they're going to make a mess up there anyways, so we'll let them just continue to make that mess upstairs, and hopefully they can clean it up before they leave. But Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today and just getting to see a normal, realistic day of cleaning. I didn't do a ton of deep cleaning today because that's not what I do on a typical day, but I still feel like I got a lot accomplished. My house went from a teetotal disaster downstairs to now looking nice and clean, and it smells good in here. So I do still feel very accomplished. I hope y'all got motivated from watching and get lots of things checked off of your to-do list today as well. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe before you leave, and also introduce yourself down in the comments so that way we can get to know you. But y'all have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Say that it's over now that it's over. We used to talk about getting older.
Hey y'all, it's me, Amy Darley. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is all about getting set for back to school, and trust me, it is jam-packed. We're talking tidying up those kids' closets, getting their school clothes together for the first week of school, sorting and labeling school supplies, crafting up some gifts for their amazing teachers, throwing together an easy peasy crockpot meal, fixing up school snacks, and of course our classic back to school breakfast that is a yearly tradition for us. I hope you're as pumped as I am, so let's get this back to school prep done together.
Just listen.
Okay, so my list of things to do before back to school was super long. There was so much I wanted to get done, so many things I wanted to share with you guys. So like I said, this video is going to be a long one. It's got a lot of really good stuff in it, and I hope you're ready. So we're going to actually start with the very first thing that I needed to get done, which was tackling the kids' rooms and especially their closets. Gracie June's was way worse than Kaysen's. So this was the first room I wanted to get done, and I'm actually going to clean while I'm in here today. And so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get their bedding started, and I'm just going to wash both of their sheets at the same time, get that in the washing machine, so that way by the end of the day, I'll be able to put the stuff back on their beds before they go to sleep. And it was funny because when I came up here to clean, I also wanted Gracie June to come help me go through some things. And she actually wanted to be on camera today and wanted to do some of the filming herself. So I let her do a little bit of it. So she's going to be cleaning up, organizing. She's going to be helping me organize her closet. She said she wanted to do it her way, which was totally fine. I gave her some suggestions throughout the process, but most of it she kind of did on her own. Now, this is Kaysen's room. My son is 12. I'm going through here, and I'm actually just going to do his bedding. And then he came in here while we were in Gracie June's room, and he cleaned up the closet and all of the other stuff in his room. So he actually cleaned all of that up before I came in here and organized the clothes. But you can see his bed or his closet doesn't look nearly as cluttered, and he just doesn't have as many things, but he also doesn't pull out as many things. So his closet looks way better. It definitely took him a lot less time to go through his stuff than it did for me and Gracie June to go through hers.
Miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
All right, I'm getting the sheets here in the washing machine, and I'm actually using a little bit, just a tiny amount. You'll see I'm not using a ton, but a little bit of Dawn dish soap. This helps whiten your clothes or get any stains out or whatever. But I also there was a little blood spot from, I guess, Gracie June. She gets like scabs, and every now and then she will like pick them, and so she'll get blood on her sheets. So she definitely got blood on the sheets, and so I'm going to get this out with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide and a little bit of Dawn dish soap. So you'll see I put just a tad of each, and I'm going to keep going back and soaking it with the hydrogen peroxide because that's what really pulls it out, and then the Dawn dish soap helps whiten it. And then I'm just scrubbing it with my little scrubber tool. This is mechanical. It's got like battery operated. It is awesome. I use it on so many different things, and so I'm using it here to scrub the blood stain out, and you can see it already came out. And then I'm just throwing all of the sheets in the washing machine, and I'm going to use white distilled vinegar as my fabric softener. And a lot of people ask me all the time about this, and no, it does not make your sheets smell like vinegar. It actually takes odors out of your sheets or your towels. I love using this for towels. I actually use it for everything now because it's way cheaper than actual fabric softener, and it still softens your clothes. So I use it as a fabric softener, but you can also use it to like get odors and things out of your clothes, whether it's sports, towels, all the things. It works as a deodorizer as well. Okay, now Gracie June is actually helping me at this point. We are just tidying up her room. Actually, she's just tidying up her room and picking up all the things that are just loose and need to be put back up. And then we will start on the closet, and we started by literally pulling out all of the things that were on the floor because there was so much of it. All of the clothes that were just kind of piled in there. Some of these things were too small for her, and we had just been piling them up. And then some of the other stuff was new and just hadn't been folded or put away yet. So, and then we also have several book bags, purses. She kind of went through all of the things and decided whether she wanted to keep it or donate it. And then we started doing a little organization. So first we're starting with this drawer down here at the bottom. This is her shoe drawer. She has some cheer shoes that are too big for her. So we are gonna put those to the side for now until she can grow into them. And then we also have a bunch of shoes in this drawer that were too big, and we had put them to the side, so she's going to try on a few pair and see if they fit her yet. And then there are also some that she was going to try on she hasn't worn in a while, so she wanted to see if they were too small for her, and those are the ones that we're going to get rid of if they're too small. And then we're just going to reorganize this drawer. Now that we have the shoe drawer all organized, we're gonna actually take all the things off of this bookshelf, and Gracie June is gonna do the dusting here herself. And she was just cracking me up because she was like, no, I wanna dust it. And I was like, okay. So she wanted me to film her doing the cleaning. Y'all will have to let her know if she did a good job. Now off camera, a little bit behind the scenes, we did all the organizing and everything. We went through her books. She wanted to do these transitions, y'all. She picked this all out herself, so I was cracking up. But we went through every single thing that we pulled out of this closet, and we started organizing them, and she wanted them in particular baskets. So we've got all the accessories. We've got nail polish here in this basket. We've got Disney ears that we just cannot part with, and some other fun little prop type items in this basket. And then we've got all of her cheer medals and little banners and things like that in this basket. I showed you guys a while back, I ordered something to put on her wall, but I just have not been wanting to put the holes in the wall. So I've had them in this basket, but we do need to display them. I have something to hang them up on. We'll get to that eventually, one day. And then on the next shelf, she's got like all of her makeup and her caboodle, which also has more makeup and accessories. She said it was time to take a little nap and told me to film her. You guys, she was the director of this video. That's all I can say. But then more makeup in that little bag. I don't know why she has so much makeup, but she does, and she gets to play with it every now and then. And then some other random accessories and things on the bottom. Now, I did this part. We had some Easter eggs and things like that. I went through those couple of baskets and got rid of a ton of stuff. And we're just putting her book bags, both of her cheer book bags here on this top shelf. And then I'm reorganizing just the hang-ups. She doesn't have a ton of hang-ups. A while back, I redid her closet and added these shelves that we have in here. And so that helped with having some more storage to put some things that were just kind of not necessary to hang up, I guess, and gave us a little bit more room here in her closet. So now I'm hanging up all the things that do need to still be hung up, and I need to get some more pink hangers. So I was out, so I just had to use some of our white ones. But these are all of her cheer uniforms and jackets and sweatshirts.
Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I
Now this organizer I made several years ago. We've been using it, I want to say like 4 or 5 years now. And we absolutely love this organizer, which is why we are still using it. And I just put some vinyl on it and put like the Monday through Friday cubbies. And we just put their clothes in their cubbies for each day of the week. They also go through and they'll put like their socks and accessories. Like if Gracie June has jewelry that she wants to wear or a headband, she'll put that in there as well. We'll also put like their sports clothes in there and get those ready. She didn't have anything for this week after school, so I didn't have to put any of her cheer stuff in there, but she will most weeks have her cheer in the specific drawers when on the days that she has practice. And then on the very bottom, I put all the extra uniform clothes. So now this closet looks so much better. It's nice and organized, and we can actually walk in here now.
Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see.
Okay, before I walk out of her room, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick cleaning in here. This is not a deep clean or anything. I'm just doing a quick dusting, and I'm going to wipe down her mirror as well. Now, because this is a back to school prep video, y'all will have to let me know if your kids have started school yet or when they start school if they have not already started. And what are some things that are must-dos for your back to school to-do list? Like, what are some things that you have to prep for every single year? I know some of these things that are in my video you may not necessarily do, but I would love to hear your to-do list for back to school.
That you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave?
All right, we're moving into Kaysen's room, and you can see he has tidied up his bedroom. I don't have to do anything in here. I'm not even going to clean in here today. All I'm going to do is basically prep his clothes for back to school. Like, look at this closet. I love it. I didn't even have to touch it. Sometimes I do like having my kids be a little bit older and able to like clean up and do a good job. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get his school clothes ready for the first week of school. Yes, this is something that he could do on his own, but since I'm filming, I figured I would go ahead and just organize it for him. And that way on the first couple of days of school, all he has to do is literally wake up and pull his clothes out of his organizer. Now, I will say my kids have gotten pretty good about putting their clothes away, and Kaysen's been folding his own clothes, which has been nice. It's definitely cut down on a little bit of laundry. Now, throughout the year, I don't know how that's going to work. I'll probably still fold his laundry for him and maybe just put it in a basket on his bed and he can at least put it away. So he'll be able to do this on his own, obviously, throughout the school year, and Gracie June will be too. All right, so later in the day, we had gotten back from church. We've been doing evening services on Sundays because that's when the big youth group is. So that's great for Kaysen. And then, so anyways, I am changed, but it is the same day, and I'm going to be putting the sheets back on their beds, and then their bedrooms will be all cleaned and organized for the first week of school. Okay, do you guys remember when I used to do this or that questions in all of my videos? They were so much fun, and I loved reading all of your answers. So I'm going to do some this or that questions for this video, and since it's back to school theme, we'll do some back to school this or that questions. So just leave your answers in the comments. You can leave as many comments as you want to. It doesn't all have to be in one comment. So you can just answer while you're listening, and it's totally just for fun. And you can actually go through and read other people's comments and see what they picked for the this or that questions. Okay, so first question is, if you had to pick, which one would you pick, recess or lunch? I know this is a hard one to choose between, but you have to choose. You can only pick one. Which would you pick, recess or lunch? Now stay tuned. I will have more this or that questions, fun back to school themed ones throughout the video.
This right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right.
All right, now that Kaysen's room is all done, we're gonna move into Gracie June's room, and I'm gonna put her bedding on her bed. But I wanted to quickly remind you guys that this video is gonna have so much more. I've got teacher gift ideas. I did some super simple ones. Gracie June has 4 teachers, so we made some fun but simple gift ideas for back to school just to say that we appreciate them. and we're looking forward to an amazing school year. I know they do so much for our babies, and honestly spend probably more time with my kids during the day than I do during the school year. I'll also be doing some labels for some school supplies and showing you guys what I got for them, a grocery haul for the first week of school, and also the easiest Crockpot meal, and it was so good. It's actually a chicken spaghetti Crockpot meal. Oh my gosh, it was the best chicken spaghetti we've ever had, so I can't wait to share that with you. So be sure to stick around so you don't miss any of it.
The remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light, or would you fall?
All right, so this has been over a few days. We've been getting in school supplies from Walmart and Amazon. I got some cutesy stuff from Amazon. I got all the basics from Walmart, and I just kind of have everything laid out here. So I'm gonna show you what we got really quick before I start labeling stuff. So on this little area, this is all of Gracie June's school supplies. We got all of the basics, like I said, from Walmart. So we've got some already sharpened pencils. We've got several different composition books. A couple of these we already had from last year, actually. And then some wide ruled paper. Apparently they need a lot. And then she's got all the other like necessities, some expo markers, Sharpie or highlighters, crayons, markers, a little 2-pocket folder, and a 3-ring binder. And then we've also got glue sticks, and we got the headphones from Walmart as well. Gracie June actually saw this when we went in store the other day, and it's another pencil pouch, but I think she's planning to keep this one in her book bag so that she can do homework in the car and have all of her extras in here. And then this little pencil pouch, I'm gonna just put her name on it, but this one will go, I think, in her binder with all the basics for school. And then we also got the highlight or the erasers from Walmart. And then from Amazon, we got her these cute little stick erasers. I thought they were cute, and they're like the pastel colors. And then also some fun highlighters, and then some fun pastel mechanical pencils. So almost everything of hers came from Walmart except for the few cutesy things. All right, and then all of Kaysen's stuff came from Walmart. He's pretty basic. So we got him a new pencil pouch. I'll probably put his name on there. And then same thing, we've got some expo markers, lots of pens. They had to have blue, red, and black pens, highlighters. He had to have some note cards, crayons, color pencils, markers, and then I got him these already pre-sharpened blue pencils. I don't even remember adding this to my cart, but apparently I did. And then he's got the college ruled paper. All right, and then I did get some stuff to do some teacher gifts. I decided to do something a little bit smaller this year, so we're gonna do cups, and I'm gonna fill them with some of these items. I got the flare pens from Walmart. I got these little miniature post-it notes from Walmart. And then from Amazon, I got the same erasers that I got for Gracie June, the pastel colors. And then we've got some hand sanitizer packs. I'm gonna let Gracie June keep one of these. But that's gonna go in their little teacher gift, which I'll show y'all in a little bit. And then I also got Kaysen some new socks from Amazon. These are Nike Dry Fit, just a pair of black and a pair of white in the crew socks. And then I got, because school supplies are always the cheapest during back to school season, so I got some extra crayons, highlighters, pencils for the house, and then I also got some balloons for our back to school breakfast. So that is all the stuff that I got in from Amazon and Walmart. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just label some of these school supplies. I'm not going all out this year. I feel like in the past I have done so many really fun things, but my kids are getting older and I'm getting sad because I feel like a lot of this stuff, they're just like, I don't really want that anymore. So I'm doing very basic, minimal school supply labeling. So I'm going to pull out my Cricut. I've got some permanent vinyl. So you can see I have a bunch of rolls here. So this is the color I'm going to use for Gracie June's letters, all of her name labels. And then I pulled out some red. At first I pulled out, I have some scraps here. And at first I pulled out this red scrap of vinyl, but it wasn't big enough. So I did end up pulling out some another roll and cutting off some more red just to have enough for his stuff. Now, in case you're wondering, I have the Cricut maker, and I do have a lot of the Cricut supplies. I have been using my Cricut for so many years now. Before I had a Cricut, I actually had a Silhouette, and I used that for so many years. I actually ran an Etsy shop. I made t-shirts with my Silhouette, and I did the heat press vinyl and sold t-shirts. So I have been using these machines forever, but the Cricut is definitely my favorite. And I have the Cricut Maker, which is the highest version. You can cut so many different things on this. But if you're doing like everyday vinyl crafts, like most of the crafts that you're going to be doing, you could easily do with the Cricut Explorer. And so both of them are very, very good machines. I also have the Cricut Joy machine, which is the small, tiny one. So if you're just planning on making small labels and things like that, the Cricut Joy is perfect for that. It's even great for making your own little cards, like birthday cards or holiday cards, things like that. But like I said, I'm doing the very basic right now, which is just literally cutting their names out with vinyl and cutting it to the size that I want them on all of their different items. So this particular project could be done on any Cricut machine. It could be done on the Joy, the Maker, the Explorer, any of them. So if you've been thinking about getting a Cricut machine and you're very intimidated by it and you're just nervous or don't know where to start, or maybe you already have one. I know I've heard from people that have been like, I ordered my Cricut like months ago and still haven't pulled it out because I'm just so nervous to get started. This is a project for you. Pull out your vinyl, get out your machine, just literally make a name label to label onto something and try it out. You can even look up a basic Cricut tutorial on YouTube because there are definitely tons of channels that do nothing but Cricut tutorials, and they will start from the basics all the way up to the most advanced projects you can think of. Now, if you want to see some of the projects I've done in the past, especially for back to school season, I have a back to school playlist, so a back to school prep playlist where you can go see all of my previous back to school videos, and there are so many fun projects that I've done. I think last year was one of my favorites. The last 2 years, actually. Last year, I really loved all the back to school breakfast stuff that I did. I did a lot of print and cut items, and they turned out really, really good. I also have done some print and cut stickers. And then the year before that, I actually did some print and cut stick-on papers where I labeled their composition books and I created the whole background of their composition books. It was just really fun. So if you want some other fun project ideas for back to school, definitely go check out all of those videos and you can see all of the different fun things that I've done. But for the tutorials and all of that kind of thing, I definitely suggest looking up some YouTube videos so that way you can get a good teacher to teach you how to use your Cricut.
You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know.
Okay, while I am finishing cutting this stuff out and then about to label their school supplies, let's do another this or that question. Let's do, would you rather eat school lunch or pack your lunch every single day of the school year? You can only choose one. So school lunch every single day, you have to buy school lunch every single day, or you have to pack your lunch every single day. What would you choose?
You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
Now, Kaysen got a pair of AirPods for his birthday from his grandparents, and so I told him we definitely had to label these if he was going to be taking these to school with him, and some of his teachers will let them wear their AirPods for certain things, different activities. So we definitely had to get those labeled before back to school. So now we have all the supplies labeled. Like I said, I didn't go all out like I have in the past, but I still think that they have some cute stuff that's labeled and organized, and they look cute. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put all their school supplies together now and put them in their backpacks so they'll be ready for the first day of school. Now, at my kids' school, they actually let you walk them in the first day of school. I don't necessarily walk Kaysen into school, but I do walk him onto campus and take pictures and do all the things. But Gracie June, since she's in the lower school or elementary school, I still get to walk her in. So this will be the last year, because she's going into 5th grade. This will be the last year that I am able to walk her in to class, which is so sad. But I'm using this bag here to put all of the big school supplies stuff in, and then I'm just putting her binder and pencil pouch here in her book bag, and then I will actually help her carry all that stuff in the first day of school. And then Kaysen's is very light. They actually provide a binder that's already organized and everything for middle schoolers, so that's nice. But these are their same book bags from last year, which are LL Bean, and they have held up so great. Perfect. They're ready for another year of school. Okay, now we're going to make a quick teacher gift idea, and I'm going to actually use these little Frappuccino cups. So I got on and I wanted to make a little tag for the first day of school. So I found this tag in the images section of the Cricut design space. I think it's a design studio, whatever it's called. And so I'm just taking that little image. I thought it was so cute and it would look perfect on a little card. So I'm going to actually make it a print and cut file. So I'm actually putting a square, and then I'm putting the image on the square. I'm going to attach those together, flatten it so it's one image, and then that way it'll be a print and cut file, and I'll just send it to the printer. And then I'm also going to add like a little circle so that it'll go ahead and cut the little circle for me in the middle where I can attach it with ribbon or twine or whatever. And so once I have this attached, it's going to print it out for me, and then it's only going to cut around the square part and then around that little circle piece right there. So it'll be like a little label, a little tag. Now, like I said earlier, Gracie June has 4 teachers, so I was making 4 of these, but I did print just a couple of extras because I could fit 6 to a page. So I was like, might as well go ahead and print 2 more and go ahead and cut those out in case I want to use them for anything else or save them for next year. So this is what it's going to look like when it's printed on the paper. So I'm going to send it to the printer. I'm going to make 2 copies just to make some extras, and then I'm turning off the bleed feature, which just kind of makes it thicker and bolder. I don't want it to be any thicker or bolder. So here I am sending it to the printer, and then I'm actually going to use a light grip mat. It's different than the standard grip. It's a little less sticky, so it's perfect for cardstock or paper, so that way it's not hard to pull off of your mat. You don't want it to like rip as you're pulling it off. So I'm using the light grip mat for any cardstock stuff. So now I just load it into my Cricut and it does all the cutting for me. And yes, I could easily cut this out into squares, but why do that if I can have perfectly cut out tags with a little hole already perfectly cut out as well, and all I have to do is add a little ribbon. I love it. It's so simple, so easy, perfect. Okay, let's do another this or that question. So would you rather ride the bus to school every single day or have your mom take you to school every single day? So car rider or bus rider? Okay, my tags are done, so now I'm going to start putting together my teacher gift. I got these clear Frappuccino cups off of Amazon, some flare pens, some of the hand sanitizer. I showed you this earlier. And then I'm going to put a little eraser in there, so each of the teachers get a little eraser, and then some lip balm. And then I also did a little Starbucks gift card. Hopefully they can find something that they love to drink at Starbucks. But then I'm going to put a straw in there and the top on and put my tag on with a little ribbon, and we are good to go. And we have little gifts for the first day of school for all 4 of Gracie June's teachers. Now, I don't do back to school gifts for Kaysen's teachers. He is in middle school and he has a ton of teachers, but we do, as a bunch of parents, we do go in together and do like a back to school type breakfast, or we'll do snacks for the concession room or the break room or whatever. So we do stuff for them. It's just, you know, middle schoolers, I guess it's not cool to bring little gifts to school with them for the first day. And since I don't walk him in, I can't bring them for him. So anyways, they do get stuff. It's just not necessarily cutesy stuff like this. Now, if you need more fun teacher gift ideas, definitely go check out my back to school prep videos from the previous years. Check out that playlist. I have so many fun things that I've made for teachers over the years. We just love our teachers so much and appreciate them and want to spoil them as much as we can. All right, you guys, we have a little back to school Walmart haul. We have most of the stuff for our dinners for this week, but we have lots of stuff for like fresh fruit, snacks, breakfast, all those kind of things. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got really quick. All right, so starting over here, we've got some cheeses. We've got provolone for sandwiches. We've got some Fiesta blend cheese and some mozzarella cheese for a few recipes we're doing. We've got fruit, we got blueberries, strawberries, grapes, and apples. All right, and then we've got a big thing of chicken breasts here. We're actually doing a Crockpot chicken spaghetti recipe. So I've never made it in the Crockpot before, but I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be in the video in just a little while, so stay tuned for that. I've also got some traditional pulled rotisserie chicken. I love getting this from Walmart because we can use this on salads or in a recipe if we just didn't have time to cook the chicken and we just want to throw this in there. Sandwiches, all kinds of things. So I love getting that. I am planning to do a back to school breakfast. I was back and forth. I was kind of thinking about doing an after school snack board instead of a back to school breakfast, but I don't know. I think I'm still going to do the back to school breakfast. You'll just have to wait and see later in the video. But I got a bunch of stuff because I was not sure. So like I said, I got the fruit for that. But I did get some cookies. I got donut holes, muffins, and then I got these little wafers. Have you guys seen like the little pencils that you make out of wafers? So I plan on doing that. So stay tuned for that. And then the icing for it, I just got some white icing and then some pink icing, and then I'm also going to be making some snacks later in the video. I'm prepping some snacks for the week, so I'm making these energy balls, and I needed some mini M&Ms for that. I've already got all the other stuff I got the other day from Walmart for those, so I'll show you guys those. We've also got some granola bars, some goldfish, 2 different kinds of pretzels, Skinny Pop popcorn. Those are for some snacks that we're going to be doing. And then a Caesar salad kit to go with our chicken spaghetti. More stuff to go with the chicken spaghetti. We got our spaghetti noodles. We've got sour cream, the rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies, a couple things of cream of chicken soup, and then some stewed tomatoes. We also got this 5 cheese breadstick or garlic bread, like big breadsticks. This was a substitution. I usually get the Cole's cheesy breadsticks that has the cheese on the inside, but this was a substitution, but it looks good. We're gonna try it. Then we were out of mayonnaise, so I got that. Got some more ramen noodles. We were out of that. And then I got some Hawaiian rolls to make turkey sandwiches for lunches, and then some chicken cordon bleus for a quick and easy dinner, just in case we need them one night. All right, so that's my little grocery haul, and I can't wait to show you guys the back to school breakfast and all of the snack prep and everything that we do for back to school. All right, so Gracie June typically likes to take her lunch to school, but Kaysen likes to buy school lunch. So I think that's so funny. I asked you guys that earlier. Would you rather take your lunch to school every single day or buy lunch every single day? Because mine are very opposite. So what I'm doing is making my life so much easier, and I'm going to make some turkey sliders so that way we can just grab these the night before, stick them in her lunchbox, and prep her lunchbox all the night before without having to do a ton of prep because the prep's already done. So I basically just took a bunch of Hawaiian rolls. Also, I will eat these for lunch too. They're so good, and we love making these. I feel like I make these all the time. We make them for baseball. We make them for if we're going to the pool or the beach or whatever. Turkey sliders are just the easiest. You can also do ham sliders or whatever kind of sandwiches you want. But this week we're doing turkey and provolone. So basically I just covered the bottoms in turkey and then the tops with provolone. And then I will put the other slices back on top and then cut them all out into little slider sandwiches. Now once you're done, you could just slide it back into the packaging that it came in and zip it up and put it in your fridge. But I have these huge Tupperware pieces that I like to use for these, so I'm just going to take them out and put them in the Tupperware and put them in our refrigerator.
You're far away, and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel.
Okay, now we're going to do some snack prep for the first couple of weeks of school. And so the first thing I'm doing is making a little trail mix, and I am just dumping a bunch of my kids' favorite things into one bowl, mixing it all together, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them into little Ziploc baggies so they're easy to just grab and go. They can actually pick out their own snacks the night before, which I'll show you in just a second. But I'm just using some goldfish, some pretzels, Skinny Pop, and of course M&Ms. And then I do like to make different trail mixes throughout the year. So like once it's around Halloween time, I might get some of those little candy corns or the candy corn pumpkins or some of the witches' fingers, gummies, all kinds of different things. So I do like to do seasonal trail mixes too, which are a lot of fun, and my kids absolutely love it. So this is definitely an easy snack idea, and it gives them a little bit of all their favorites in one little snack. Now, if y'all like to do trail mixes, you'll have to let me know some of your favorite things that you put in your trail mixes, because we always love trying different ones.
In space, you're inside the noise. I can feel you.
Now, I was laughing when I filmed this because I turned it over and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of M&Ms in one bag. But it's funny because not all bags are made equally, I guess. All right, so the next one that I'm going to do, the next snack, is some energy balls. So for this, you need 1.5 cups of quick oats, 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter, 1/3 cup of honey, and I am just eyeballing all of this, you guys. I did measure out the oats, but for the peanut butter and the honey, I'm just eyeballing it. And then 1/4 cup of mini M&Ms. I may have put more than that, who knows. And then about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I seriously love recipes like this because you just can't mess them up. If you put a little extra peanut butter, then oh well. Hopefully you love peanut butter, right? You probably wouldn't be eating this if you didn't. So I just sprayed a little bit of cooking spray onto my spatula, and I'm going to mix it up really good. And then I did put a piece of parchment paper down. I should have done this on top of my cooking sheet, my cookie sheet, because then I was putting them in the fridge to let them cool when I was done. But another thing is Chance ended up helping me with some of this because I was like, they keep sticking to my hands. So I did end up putting a little bit of cooking spray onto my hands when I was rolling the balls as well. And it definitely helped to keep them from sticking all over my hands as bad. Once all the energy balls were all formed, I stuck them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. You definitely want to wait at least 30 minutes. And then let them cool, and then I'm just putting them in a little Tupperware container, and I'm going to stick this in the fridge. Both of my kids actually do after school sports, so these little snacks are perfect for right after school. It gives them a little bit of energy, but also kind of holds them over until dinner time. So I love having these on hand. Here I'm going to put the trail mix and then also some Cheez-Its here in this little snack container that goes in our pantry. We also have a couple other snack containers, which we have some like chomp sticks, beef jerky sticks, granola bars, a couple of other things that they can choose from. We have fresh fruit in the fridge. So they can actually just grab whatever snacks they want the night before school, throw it in their book bag. Of course, if it's fruit, then they wouldn't grab it until the morning of, and they would have to take a lunchbox to have something to keep it cool. But they just grab all their snacks and they throw it in their book bag. They get to pick what they want, and they're ready for school the next day. Okay, we all know that the first day of school is super crazy. We're all exhausted by the end of the day and nobody feels like cooking. So I decided that the day before school, I was gonna make this Crockpot meal. It's just a chicken spaghetti recipe, which I will include the full recipe in the caption below. So look in the description box and the recipe will be there. But this was the best chicken spaghetti ever. But anyways, I'm making this in the crock pot because one, I had so much that I was doing the day before this first day of school. So I wanted something easy to make, but I also wanted something that was gonna make a lot so that way we could have leftovers the next day. So this would be such a great first day of school meal just to do leftovers. So I just threw all of my ingredients into the crock pot. It's gonna cook for 6 hours and then we'll come back to it and I'll show you the rest of the recipe. But that's cooking while I'm starting on all of the back to school breakfast prep. So I've already done all the school supply labeling, put together the teacher gifts, prepped all the school snacks for back to school week, and even started a crock pot meal. But now we're moving on to prepping for our back to school breakfast. I decided this was gonna be very simple this year as well. And so I just got these balloons off of Amazon. I actually had these same balloons 2 years ago and I loved them. So I just reordered these same ones. I love them and I felt like they were super cute. And we're doing a little back to school brunch for our Bible study group on Monday. So I thought these would be really cute for that too. So we could just reuse them for that. But anyways, I'm blowing these balloons up and I'm gonna hang them right here in this little breakfast area. This is where we always do our back to school breakfast. And this was probably the fastest that I've ever put up balloons or even a banner or whatever. It took me no time at all. So I just blew all of these up really quickly, strung them on some twine and hung them up. And there is something that you guys need to know about me though. I am not a perfectionist and you're gonna see this in just a few minutes, and I share this all the time because I know that so many things that we see are like perfect and Pinterest worthy, but I will tell you, I am not a perfectionist. I love to do fun things and cute DIYs, but they are not gonna be perfect. And so if that bothers you, like if the school sign is off or the balloons just are not matching up in the right spot, or my back to school pencil cookies don't look as great as they do on Pinterest, then just know that's my personality. That's how I am. I love doing all this stuff for my kids, but I also don't like to stress over it. So I'm about to make the back to school cookies, the little pencils, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about here. They were so fun and so easy to make, but they definitely look like a kindergartner did them. So I'm basically just cutting the tip of them into the shape of the pencil with a sharp knife. And then I'm gonna use my white icing and my pink icing to decorate the tips to make it look like a pencil. And then I had some black sprinkles that were perfectly round, which you could use mini chocolate chips instead. But I already had these little round black sprinkles, so I decided to use those for the tip of my pencils. And just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm doing here, Gracie June wanted a back to school charcuterie board. So she was like, can you make one like what you did at Christmas? So I always do like a North Pole breakfast for Christmas around when our elves come back or whatever. And so she requested a charcuterie board like I did for Christmas. So I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. So I saw these cute little pencils on Pinterest and I was like, you know what, I'll do some of those and just include them on there, and then they can take them with them to school, take a few with them in their snack. Well, of course, that was the first thing that they reached for on the morning of their first day of school. They reached for the cookies and were eating them, and I was like, oh well, whatever, it's the first day of school, they need some energy, right? But anyways, look at my pencils. They're not perfect, but I feel like they turned out cute, and I think that they are perfect enough. My kids knew that they were pencils and they loved them. Now that the pencils are all ready for my charcuterie board in the morning, I'm going to put those away for now, and I'm going to go ahead and pack Gracie June's lunch for the first day of school. She's got the slider sandwiches, some fruit, and some Cheetos. After I'm done packing her lunch, I'm going to show you the rest of that recipe, but let's do another this or that question. All right, reading or math? You have to choose one. Which one would you choose, reading or math? Now that my chicken is done in the crock pot, I am just going to use a hand mixer and shred this. and mine is like super powered or something, but I definitely get splashes of chicken everywhere on the walls and have to clean up my walls after I do this, but it's way faster than Chance's way of pulling it out and using that little chicken shredder that like you mix back and forth, you spin back and forth. He loves that thing, but I just don't like having to pull the chicken out. I'm lazy and I want to just shred it in there, so that's what I do. You could pull the chicken out and mix it in a bowl, which is probably a lot safer than splashing up hot, sauce all over you, but this works too. And then I just added the rest of my ingredients to my crock pot. I also cooked some spaghetti noodles, threw that in there, mixed it all together, and you have a delicious chicken spaghetti recipe, and there was definitely enough for us to have leftovers on the first day of school. Now, I had originally planned on eating this with that Caesar salad, but we actually ate it the night before with another recipe that we had made, and so I didn't have any. So we just did the breadsticks, but the garlic bread was so good. I'm so glad I actually got this substituted so I would actually try it. I will definitely be buying it again, and then here I'm just showing you all that we had left over for the next night. Okay, we have cleaned up the kitchen after dinner, so I'm doing the last bit of prep for our back to school breakfast. I just used some lined paper as their placemats and these little red paper plates, and I'm gonna go ahead and put their book bags out, get the charcuterie board ready, so that way all I have to do is throw the items on the board first thing in the morning. We also wrote some little notes to each of the kids, so I wrote a note, Chance wrote a note, and they got to open these on the first day of school.
World, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination.
All right, it is the first day of school. I didn't show this, but I had already prepped their water bottles in the fridge, so all I did was pull those out. And now I'm just adding all of the goodies onto their back to school breakfast board. And then I also had these little cupcake toppers from, I don't know if it was from last year or the year before, but I had them and they were all back to school themed. And so I used those to put into a few of the muffins and donut holes and strawberries just to make it look more back to school themed. And that was it. It was super simple. We have some fruit, muffins, donut holes, fresh fruit, and then I also put the little cookies on the top. And like I said, I was kind of thinking they would take them with their snacks and they would just be cute for the charcuterie board. But that was the first thing that Gracie June grabbed and ate this morning. All right, so now that we have our back to school breakfast done, that was the last of the back to school prep, and my kids were ready for school. They absolutely loved the breakfast, all their supplies, everything. They had a great first day, but I just feel like time is flying. Both of my kids will be in middle school next year, so do I keep doing these back to school breakfasts for them all the way through high school? I think I will. But I can't believe that we have another back to school prep video done. I feel like I just posted one like a month ago. How is time flying so fast? I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for another back to school prep video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there are any ideas that you're going to be using from today's videos or even my previous years. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, an amazing back to school season, school year, all the things. And I will see you in my next video. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Amy Darley, and today's video is going to be an extreme clean with me. It's going to be a day full of cleaning. I'm going to be doing some everyday cleaning, but I've also got some deep cleaning on my list of things to do today. And it took me all day. So I hope you guys are ready to get motivated, and hopefully you have your to-do list going, or maybe you should just make it while you're watching, and then that way once you get done you'll be motivated to get all those things tackled off of your list. Now let's get some cleaning done.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go.
Okay, if you are not new here, then you already know I'm starting in the bedroom because this is something that I just have to get done first thing in the morning. It kind of just gets me motivated to start tackling all the things on my to-do list or errands or whatever I have going on that day. So we're going to make the bed and tidy up the bedroom. Now, I do want to let you know that I have not always been this girl that makes her bed every single morning. Actually, before I started my YouTube channel, I rarely ever made my bed unless I knew that people were going to be coming over and I was going to be, having my door open and people were going to see in here. But people change, I guess. And once I started my YouTube channel and I realized like how good it felt to have a made bed every single morning, and just the clarity that it gave my brain first thing in the morning, then I started making it every single day. And now it honestly drives me crazy if I don't get my bed made in the morning. Now, these are clothes that I folded the night before, and so I'm heading up to the kids' bedrooms. I do not make them make their beds, however, on school mornings. We are just up so early and out the door as fast as possible. And I like to let them sleep until the very last minute because they do sports and our weeks are just super busy. Our evenings are crazy. So I just like to let them get as much rest as possible. And so I don't typically make their beds for them every day. A lot of times they'll make them after they get home, if they make them at all. But on the weekends and during the summer, it is a priority. But since I was coming up here to put their clothes away, I decided I would go ahead and make their beds really quick because it really does not take that long. And I am going to go ahead and put their clothes away for them. Usually I will just take their clothes and put them on their bed, and then when they get home, they'll put them away. And honestly, Kaysen's actually been folding his clothes a lot lately too. But I knew that on this day, they both had sports and weren't going to be home until a lot later in the evening, and then we were going to have to do homework, all the things. So I decided I was just going to go ahead and make it easier on everyone and go ahead and put their clothes away for them. So since we kind of got on the subject of making our beds every morning, I would love to know, do you make your bed every morning? And also, if you have kids, do they make their beds every single morning? I would love to know.
I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
All right, so now I'm moving into my daughter's room. So if you're new here, I have two kids. Kaysen is my son, and he is 12, so that's whose room I was just in. And then my daughter is Gracie June, and she is 10. And goodness gracious, we are busy over here, and I know that you guys are all busy too. Y'all will have to let me know if you can relate, but my kids are both in sports, and right now Kaysen is doing football and baseball. So he's got both of those sports going on. And then Gracie June is cheering for her school competition team, her school sideline cheer team, and then also she does all-star cheer. So our schedule is just crazy busy between, school, picking up and taking to practice. We're going to start football games in a few weeks, cheer competitions in a few weeks for the school cheer. So we're just really busy over here. So between like all the sports stuff and all the school stuff, I feel like I get a bazillion different emails. I'm always getting information thrown at me, schedules thrown at me, all kinds of things. So I can definitely, especially during back to school season, I get a little bit overwhelmed. I'm not going to lie. So I thought I would tell you guys some of the things that I try to do to make myself a little bit less stressed. I think that these things help for sure. In case you guys are feeling the same way as me and you just feel like your brain is always full of so much information and you're just overwhelmed, hopefully you'll find these things helpful. So the first thing that helps me with my stress is having some sort of routine, especially a morning routine. Now for me, a few days of the week might look different. My morning routine might be a little bit different than other days during the week. During the weekend, my routine is definitely way different depending on what we have going on. But I do try to stick to, especially on the weekdays, I try to stick to pretty much the same things for my morning routine. And some of those things that I do in my morning routine also help me with all that brain fog and just de-stressing. I also feel like my morning routine kind of helps me set the tone for the day and makes me already at the beginning of the day feel like I'm getting some things accomplished, even though a lot of the things that I'm doing are mindless activities because they're a routine now and I do them all the time. So like I said earlier, making my bed every single morning, that's just part of my morning routine. Another thing, part of my routine is getting a load of laundry going because laundry is never ending. And then also trying to tidy up either my bedroom or I try to tidy up like the main living spaces, the living room, the kitchen. I'm cleaning. And these two are getting a good old nap in. Oh, goodness. Must be nice. Okay, I had to include that in there because I just crack up at them and how they sleep, especially Ozzy, our little black cat. I feel like she's always sleeping in the craziest positions and it just cracks me up, which that's one thing I'm not good at is taking naps. For some reason, I cannot fall asleep during the day anymore. I remember when I was in college, I would take naps all the time. Now I just can't do it. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so back to the morning routine that kind of helps me de-stress and get rid of all that brain fog. So another thing I like to do during my morning routine is my quiet time. This definitely sets the tone for the day for me. It helps me like just get my mind right and helps me to get in the Word and remember that I have so many blessings, even if I had like a bad day or maybe even a rough start of the morning, because I usually do this after the kids are at school, is I'll have my quiet time. So even if we had like a little bit of a rough morning, I kind of get back to the Word and get grounded and, you know, remember that I have so much to be thankful for and so many blessings and just, you know, my little bad morning, that's not the end of the world. And then I go into my planning time, and so I'll pull out my planner. I have to have a written planner because I feel like I just have to write it down. I have to visually see everything. And as much as I love technology, looking at things on a computer sometimes just makes me even more stressed. So having a written planner and being able to literally look at my whole week at one time, I can go back and look at my month. I can look at all the appointments. I can add to my day and go ahead and plan out my day. Most of the time I have some things already planned in my planner from the week before where I will sit down and do a whole week of planning. But then I do daily planning too, where I will look at my day. If there's things that I didn't get done the day before, I decide whether I'm going to move it to this day or not. And then another thing, which I don't do this every single day, but I definitely do it whenever I'm really feeling like I have so many things in my head, I just need to get it out, is I have a journal that usually stays with my planner. So I have my planner and I have my journal, and the journal is just a blank, journal, just regular lined paper. And in that journal, I'll do brain dumps. And so sometimes I will literally just write things down and there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'll just literally dump everything that's in my head out on the paper. And then other times I will do a brain dump and then I will try to make categories. So maybe I'm thinking of all these things that the kids have to do this week. And so I'm going to brain dump it. Or I'm thinking about all the things that I want to put on YouTube. I'll brain dump it, those kind of things. So that really helps me kind of put everything on paper. And then even if it's not organized when I first put it out, I can dump it all out on my paper and then start another sheet of paper and start to actually organize those thoughts. Now, another thing that I don't do every single day, but I do it several days out of the week, is going for a walk. And this helps me de-stress because this is actually a time when I'm not really thinking about any of the things I have to do. Usually I listen to a book on Audible and I just have a mindless walk, or not mindless. I guess I'm thinking about the book that I'm listening to, but it's just fun, it's just stress-free. I'm getting some energy out. I'm getting some steps in. And I'm able to do something without having to use a whole lot of brain power and having to think about things that are going on. I'm just listening to a good book, but I'm getting some exercise at the same time. And I think that definitely helps with my mood as well. Okay, and I think the last thing that I do to kind of de-stress is just cleaning. I know I said this in part, it's part of my morning routine, but then I also have specific days that I clean. And so cleaning is just another one of those mindless activities, and it's so rewarding once you get done. You've worked hard, you've gotten your house picked up, the clutter is gone, and I think without all of that clutter and mess, it just kind of helps me think a little bit more clearly. Now, I also wanted to say this is mindless cleaning, not like organization projects or things like that. Now, I would love to hear from you guys too. You always have some of the best ideas, best advice. What are some things that you like to do to help you de-stress?
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive.
Okay, so as you can see, I got most of like the tidying and just everyday cleaning done. And there were a few things that were on my to-do list today that I wanted to get done that are more on my like deep cleaning list. And so the oven was one of them. This is one of the ones that I just keep putting off. I hate cleaning my oven. It's not horrible, but I feel like it just always takes so long. And it hurts my knees. It hurts my back. I don't like it. But I'm getting it done today, and I'm getting it checked off my list, so I won't have to do this again for a while. Y'all let me know, when was the last time you cleaned your oven? And if you're wondering what I did, is I basically just used a little bit of vinegar. I had white distilled vinegar in that spray bottle. I sprayed it all on there. This just kind of wets the surface. And then I got the pink stuff paste and cleaned out all of that. So first I vacuumed, then I sprayed it with vinegar, then used the pink stuff to go on top of the vinegar and scrubbed. I feel like that gets most of the mess out. But then after I wiped everything up, I also got out my pumice stone, and you can see, just make sure you wet it so it doesn't scratch anything. But it gets all of those little, burnt on spots, all of those little spots all over the oven. It gets them off so easy, but obviously it takes a little work if you were doing the entire thing. So here I'm just putting the pink stuff on the oven door, and this stuff works really, really good. You don't have to scrub too hard. Now, after I get done scrubbing with the pink stuff, I am just going to take a paper towel and just wipe it all up. Then I sprayed it down again with the vinegar, wiped it up one more time, and then I actually went in with the Dawn Power Wash, which I forgot to film me spraying the Dawn Power Wash into the oven and on the door, but I did spray it on. And and then I use like a wet scrub sponge, or it's not a sponge, it's a like a dish scrubber. What are they called? Dish scrubber. I use that to scrub down the inside to get all of the pink stuff off. This just works really well. You can, if your oven's not too bad, you could just use Dawn Power Wash and that would work too. But I definitely had some spots that needed a little bit more TLC, so that's why I used the pink stuff. And then I'm ending it with the Dawn Power Wash, and then I'll just wipe it all up and it's gonna be nice and clean.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
Okay, now that that is done, I am finally going to take down our back to school balloons from our back to school breakfast. Hasn't quite been a week, so they haven't been quite been up for a week yet, but it's definitely time to take them down. We did a little Bible study brunch here at my house, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep these up as decorations for our little back to school brunch for Bible study, and so that's what I did. So this was actually after the day after our Bible study. I just took everything down and was finally like, okay, it's definitely back to school. We're done with these balloons. And I did want to say, with these balloons, you could reuse them if you wanted to. I did that one year. Now, some of the balloons definitely didn't make it to the next year, but some of them did, and it worked out fine. But if you're very careful, you can stick the straw that you use to actually blow those balloons up. You stick it back in there and then push down on the balloon and deflate it that way. And then you can save them. Now, I started doing it, and then I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. And then I knew that I was going to do a different theme for next year. So I decided not to keep them, and I really didn't pay that much money for them. So I was like, you know what? They serve their purpose. I got 2 events out of it. I got the back to school breakfast and then the back to school brunch with my Bible study group. So you know what? I was like, okay, I'm just going to be done with these. It's going to take way too long to deflate all of them. And like I said, last time all of them didn't make it. So I just decided, oh well, I'm going to do something different, which y'all let me know. My kids are going to be in 6th grade and 8th grade next year. And I feel like I should still do this all the way through high school. I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to be like core memories. They remember, every year my mom did a back to school breakfast for me. And it was just one of those little traditions that I think they're going to look back on and just have good memories about it, So give me some ideas for next year. I want to do like a little theme. This year I just did like the balloons. Last year I did a groovy theme. So we had like the smiley faces and, all of that. And it was really cute. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I'm really ahead of the game here, but trying to think of what I'll do for next year when I have 2 kids in middle school. I can't believe it. Gracie June is my baby and she's 10. And both of my kids have summer birthdays, so they're very young for their grade. Like, they're the last ones to have a birthday in their grade. So it's just crazy to me to think of her going into the 6th grade. And I don't know if that's just because she's my youngest. Like, she seems way younger than Kason did when he was in 5th grade. Y'all have to let me know if you're the same way with your kids. Like, does your oldest always seem like they're always older, and then your youngest seems like they should never be that age? I don't know, but I can't believe it. Last year of elementary school for her, and then next year I'll have 2 middle schoolers. So crazy to think about. Okay, so another thing that was on my deep cleaning list that I needed to get done was dusting all of our plantation shutters and also cleaning the windows. It's been a little while since I've done this, so I decided to go ahead and do that, and then also cleaning in the entryway and just doing a little dusting that I don't necessarily do every single week.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So I talked a little bit about routines today, and I have shared over on my blog, which I'm not good about posting on there. I feel like I have a bazillion different things that I post on, and so that's one thing that just kind of gets put on the back burner is the blog. But I like having it because especially when I make like printables and things like that that you guys can use, I can go post it over there and it's easy to link those things there. So and it's also easy, like if people were looking for something written instead of a video, they can see it there. But like I said, I'm not as good about blog posts as I am about posting videos. But if you're looking for some cleaning routines, I have all my cleaning routine checklists over there that I've made in the past, but I'm thinking about revamping them. So, you know, my stage of life has definitely changed over the last 3 years. I think I made those lists 3 years ago. I think it's been 3 years. But I basically have like a daily cleaning routine, a weekly cleaning routine, and a monthly cleaning routine checklist. But like I said, I want to revamp those because some of those things have changed up a little bit for me, and I want to kind of revamp those routines. But I'm curious to know, do you guys stick to a daily cleaning routine, a weekly cleaning routine, and a monthly cleaning routine? Or do you just kind of wing it, or what? How do you come up with what you're cleaning and when you're cleaning? Also, if you are interested in those cleaning routine checklists that I have, I will leave those linked down in my description box. Now, the last few things that I want to get done today is, obviously, I'm vacuuming the rugs. I'm being lazy and vacuuming my couch as well without taking the parts off. I do have an upholstery attachment, but I'm being lazy today, and I just decided to go ahead and vacuum my couches. And then now I need to do the floors. So I am using my Tenco iFloor 2. Yes, I still have this. Yes, it still works great. And yes, I still want to buy a newer version so I can test it out and compare it to the older Tenco iFloor 2. Now, if you do not have a vacuum mop combo and you're on like a budget, this is a great one. I highly recommend it. I've been using it for a long time now, and it works so great, and it saves me so much time. I did go ahead and vacuum my rugs, but a lot of times, now it doesn't say that you can do this in the manual or anything, but a lot of times I will actually just vacuum my rugs with this mop too. But using the vacuum mop combo definitely cuts my floors cleaning time in half, because I don't have to go around the entire floor and vacuum and then go back over and mop everything. It does both of those at the same time. And like I said, for the price of this one, it is amazing. And it comes with a Tenco floor cleaner. So it's a specific cleaning solution that you put inside of your Tenco to clean your floors with. And so that's what I use. And when I run out, I just repurchase another bottle off of Amazon. I'll be sure to link this vacuum as well as all of my other cleaning favorites, anything that I love. I'll make sure to link those down in my description box. And I usually link everything on Amazon, on my Amazon storefront, or I also have tons of links over on my Like to Know It, because if it's not from Amazon, I can't obviously link it on Amazon. So some products I get from other websites, and so like I shop a lot at Walmart too. I will go compare prices, and so the Tenco iFloor 2 is usually cheaper on the Walmart website than it is on Amazon, so I like to link it from there. So anyways, I have tons of links down in my description box with all my favorite things, from cleaning products to apparel to just everyday favorite products. They're all linked there in case you need anything.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
Now that I'm done cleaning the floors, I'm going to do the self-cleaning mode, so it'll actually clean the brush roll really quick before I dump my water out. And here you can see it's just doing a little self-cleaning feature. And then I did not show you me dumping it out, but I do take it outside dump it outside. And then I always take the pieces apart and I go ahead and wash them and throw them in some Dawn dish soap and hot water so that they can soak for a little while. Then I'll clean them out and let them air dry before I use my vacuum again. Okay, so all of my actual cleaning is done for the day, and I'm finally going to fold that load of laundry that you saw me take out of the dryer first thing in the morning. So I'm going to sit down and relax, and I kind of leave this to the last task because one, it's not the most important, but also two, once I get done with all the other stuff and I actually get to fold clothes, I can watch some TV. So I'm going to watch The Challenge. There's a new season out. Y'all have to let me know if you watch The Challenge too. But I'm going to drink my Diet Dr. Pepper and sit here and get all of these clothes folded. So I will say that all of the cleaning that I did today did take me a while. It took me, I did take a lunch break in the middle, but it took me basically the entire time that my kids were gone, and then I did fold the laundry, and then I think I had maybe 20 minutes to spare before I had to go pick the kids up from school. But the good thing is all the cleaning is done, and then while I'm sitting and waiting in the car at practices, I can do a little work on my computer and get some things done there for, YouTube and Instagram and Saint makeup stuff. So, I feel really accomplished. I feel like I got a lot done today. So I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Y'all will have to let me know what you were doing while you were watching. Were you cleaning along with me? Were you making your to-do list for the day? Or were you just relaxing and enjoying watching someone else clean without you having to do anything yourself? Hopefully it was motivating. If you enjoyed today's video, please do me a favor and click the thumbs up button to let me know that you enjoyed it. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and then also say hey down in the comments and introduce yourself. And I hope you guys have the best week ever, and I will see you in next week's video.
Until you
Bye.
save me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just want